Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show.
That's some good grape juice you got there.
Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Hey, Nicholas on the
Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
We've already gone off the rails.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, boys and girls, friends and neighbors. Welcome to Uncle Bill's Saturday Night, whatever the hell this is. And I say hi to all my friends that come back every week for who knows why. They're patient, I guess. They are.
Glutton for punishment.
You know, they feel bad for me, and they want to come in here and make me look good.
That's
right. You do every time. Artie, every time you open your mouth, I look better. So let's say hi to everybody. Let's say. Aren't you glad you come in? Let's say hi. Hi, Artie. How was your day?
I am doing all right. Woke up to sniffles today, so had a runny nose all day.
Is Sniffles your new girlfriend?
Yeah,
You
sniffles.
woke up to Sniffles today?
Yeah. And made a big crock pot full of
Tallow.
Yeah, no,
Beef tallow.
that was last week.
Oh,
I made some green pepper casserole. Turned out great.
yeah, that's not enticing me even a little.
Yep.
What
Rice.
did
Hey,
you put
you're
in your
married
green
to
bean casserole besides green beans? And
not green beans,
and your
green
casserole or
pepper.
whatever. Huh?
Green pepper. It's like a stuffed green pepper, only I cut it up in the slices and I
You
put
said green bean casserole.
did I say green beans? Sorry. No?
Shut up.
You didn't. You said green pepper.
You
Yeah.
said green pepper.
Yeah.
Bill just
I
heard
like green
green
pepper. What'd you put
beans.
in the green peppers? The rice? What?
Yeah, you
Green
know,
beans?
like bell peppers.
Yeah. What'd you put in it?
Rice, ground
Tomato.
beef, tomato sauce,
All your typical stuff.
diced tomatoes, half an onion.
Chop up a little onion. Yeah.
Yep. Chop it up. Yep.
Yeah, I like them. That's good. It's good for
It
you too.
was.
You should have cabbage every so often. Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Cabbage and
Well,
corned beef.
Cabbage and corn. Yeah, but corn. Well, we call it corned beef and cabbage here. It depends how poor you are, I guess. If it's corned beef,
Yeah.
cabbage.
The little bit of cabbage.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Cabbage flavoring.
Yep.
Lloyd, how was your cabbage like?
Yeah.
Or corned beef like? I don't know. I'm getting it wrong. What's up, Lloyd? How was your day today?
Pretty good. Went out and had steak dinner. I tell you what, I must have been starving, or I ate a lot out there in Colorado, and suddenly my stomach expanded because I ate a 10-ounce. I ate a 10-ounce sirloin. I ate all the sautéed mushrooms, a big bowl of that, and all the French fries. I mean, I just wiped it out, and James just looked at me and says, "You might be a little hungry, Dad."
Any bone in that? No bone, just straight meat, right? 10 ounces?
Straight meat, yeah.
You eat the fat cap and all that good stuff?
I ate it all. There wasn't a thing left on it.
That's a good
I
amount
forgot
of food,
to put,
actually.
and I forgot to put my parcels in. That part was a little rough getting through with 2 teeth that you can chew with. Yeah, but I had a good time. It's been nice weather here, and I'm just trying to get rested up from my vacation because Jiminy Christmas that about killed me. We was on seemed like we.
So
when
we're
you got
hearing
a
the retired guy claiming about having to have enough time to rest up for his vacation.
Hey,
oh, fuck.
I'm not used to being around a 6 and 8-year-old boys, and let me tell you, that's a whole different ball game.
Wait a minute. You're on this show.
Not people that act like they're 6 or 8, people who are actually 6 or 8. There's a difference, Art.
Yeah.
He's at their level, though. You know, you got to admit.
Yeah. I think my oldest grandson's right about as tall as. He's not quite that big, but I see the oldest of the little ones.
Give him a couple weeks.
Because one of my grandsons is like 6'3".
Ooh, boy, big boy.
Well, what's he really? He's like 6'3", but what's
he's 6'2" or 6'3".
we're all like 6'3". I mean,
Yeah.
what are we really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all I
I
know
think
is,
Lon is 6'3", aren't you, Lon?
yeah.
She
I
is
look up
4.
Six foot
And you're,
four. Yeah.
then you're not
I knew.
6'3".
Yeah.
Like,
He's like 6'3" on a bad day.
No Sunstar.
We kind of slump shoulders and
Feeling sad,
yeah.
6'2" and a half. Depends.
Hello, Brian.
Yeah, it all depends. Yeah.
But it's been a good day. Been good. It's been the last
Steve.
week and a half has been good. So
Good.
Good. Well, that Dominic's doing that. Look,
Michael.
Dominic, you're figuring some stuff out. Look at you.
Yeah. I thought we should say hello to everybody.
I forgot it was my stream for a second there. I'm just reading it. I'm trying to read this stuff. Wait a minute. Who's putting that shit up there? Good job. You learn. Look at you learning stuff. Can you take yourself out and put yourself? Well, you could anyway, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, I think I got that one.
Did you figure it out? Okay. You haven't used Restream, have you?
No, I haven't used Restream. I've only used EV Mux as an admin.
Well,
EV Mux, yeah.
You get to play now. However, now Lloyd. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to say hi to Mark. Hi, Mark.
And Lon.
Hi, Bill.
I'm
Lloyd,
get there.
Dominic, Lon.
We're going around. Kind of. I'm sorry. I ignored you. I apologize. What did you say?
I just said hello, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
That's great.
Hello.
What's it? Hard Knockers?
The School of Hard Knocks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
American football shirt.
Yeah. I can read it even though it's,
Backwards.
Backwards, yeah.
Well, mine's not.
Skark Drac or something. Dra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Lon, how are you? I hear you're sick. I'm sorry to hear that. You're not feeling so well.
There you go. I hope it's not contagious. I don't want to catch it for long.
For the right reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's your lotion? Hey.
I didn't know if Alexis was going to be around. She's had a rough day today.
Yeah.
So I hadn't sent her the link, so I just sent it. Okay, so anyway. Cool. What were we talking about? Oh, Lon. Lloyd. The other L.
Yeah.
The stuff we were talking about. Do you want to not talk about that?
No, we can talk about it tonight because
you're going to do it on your own stream because
we'll test it out a little better. But yeah, we can talk about it. Okay, what those that watched my show Monday night noticed that we were pretty much having a Charlie Foxtrot on the show.
Yeah.
And my son, his system he works out of the home. He has a IT security company, and he has all of his stuff really locked down. And Restream kept sending packets back, sort of like a cookie, to make sure. And on his work computer, which has the bigger screen and better processor. Anyways, long story short, he started after he figured out what the problem was the next day. He went back to double check, and that's when
he had ports blocked. Is what he did. He had ports blocked. Plus he had DDoS routines.
Yeah, he has,
and it saw these random stabs out there because that's doing a quality of service for the stream.
Yeah.
And it was just knocking. It was knocking.
Yeah, at first it wouldn't work on that computer because it let their camera run for 3 minutes and shut it down.
No,
and we shut it off. But when we got on his more lax computer that has its own, it has a dedicated line just for it, so that if anything were to attack it, it's not going to get into his mainframe of the rest of his system. Cool. So. But I was glitching. So after he figured out exactly what it was, he went through and looked at all of his reports that night. And he started looking for places, and we found something. He said it was called Melon. And it was a good price and everything. Well, it turns out that Melon has been bought out by Streamlabs, which a lot of us tried. And so
ooh, yum.
The pricing is really exceptional. And there seems to be a conflict between the pricing that I'm getting it for and the pricing that they're showing on their website.
Right.
Well, not the pricing. The
No,
pricing's
the
the same,
pricing's
but
the same. You're
it's
getting
the amount of guests.
more features apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
See, with mine,
here I'll
if I
show
buy it by the year, yeah, you can show it, or I can share my screenshot, but you can
This
show
is
it better.
it's now called Talk
Stre-
Studio,
Talk
Streamlabs
Studio.
Talk Studio. They bought
Right.
that, which is cool. Streamlabs is finally getting into the whole overlay put
Yeah.
together, basically, because to use Streamlabs, you got to be pretty friggin' knowledgeable. And,
Right.
and feel like doing a lot more effort than us who log in
Right.
and
Yeah.
our format's all saved for us, so we just boom go in. Oh, I want to make a change. Okay, beep beep beep. Well, anyway, now they're getting into it a little bit. And look at the pricing, baby. Now that's by the year. You're by the month. Their top plan, as you were telling me, is $17 a month, which is
$17 a month.
right. Right. See, I see
Yeah.
this here. They say up for free, it's only one guest.
Right.
And what does that
Yeah.
mean? Does that mean just you? See,
I
because
guess.
you're saying it's like this says five. That's five guests and yourself.
But it says up to
I
one.
think it's
Yeah.
I think that's five total, and I'll tell you why. When I look at my plan with Restream,
Right.
it says up to 10 guests, and I know 10 is it, including me.
Yep.
So
Right.
I'm if my face is up here, I think I'm considered a guest. Is all I'm saying is what I'm saying. So although that $9 a month is really tasty looking, because it really is,
It is, but
let me
still,
see.
17 a month is cheaper than what we had.
Right.
Local recording, multiple cameras, 50. Oh, you can't. Oh no watermark. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or just for the
No.
no more than $9 a month, you get rid of the watermark, and it's got a couple of decent features. But it's 5 people. But you know what? How many do you need? Apparently,
Yeah.
this stream needs a lot. Apparently, so you got the Pro, and even that is $2 a month less than I'm paying right now
Right.
Right.
for Restream, and
Now-
and you got 1080p, and I don't. So bam.
Right. And
Right up.
I've also, when I signed up for it, because I signed up for the free one first, and then when I got home, I signed up for the Pro model at $17 a month. I was going to do 1 month, and if I liked it, then I was going to pay for the year. But
Yeah.
on me, I'm getting a lot more than what that. I'm getting up to 24 guests, up to 15 on screen, 10 hours, up to 10 hours per track of local recording.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Uh,
is because that's not even
I don't
available
know.
on here.
Upload to 300 megabytes intro and 2
And you
hours.
definitely got that from the right page, right? The right
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bonus after you buy in.
It might be after you sign up, then they change the prices.
I don't know. You think they'd throw that out there first just so they could blow everybody out of the water? I mean,
Right.
for what I'm doing now, I get an extra guest, go from 10 to 11,
Right.
get 1080p, right?
Right.
The rest of it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Local recording on 10 hours per track, la la la. 10 hours, I think, is actually good. I believe it's 5. I don't know. I have to take a look. That
Yeah,
sounds like
I'd
a
have
lot.
to
10
look.
hours for a track that's a lot. 30-day recording start unlimited. Yeah, the rest of it pretty much the same as everybody else, I guess. I don't know about this one.
Right. Yeah, and as far as the way it works a lot like
all right.
Restream.
And here's the other massive one: five seats for co-host. So you can
Yeah.
name 5 people who can take over for you.
Well.
Yes.
Yeah, instead of just one like I have,
Right.
which is cool.
Cool.
That's
So
quite-
those are the features. Those 3 features are the main features: the 1080p, the 5 co-hosts or co-admins, and the extra guest. That's it. But it's for $2 less, and their yearly discount is better than the other company's yearly discount.
Yeah.
Bam, $12 a month.
Copy.
145 for the whole year.
$5.
Oh,
That's pretty freaking cheap, dude.
Ripple.
It's a lot of features for not a lot of money. So I'll
Okay. What
might
I
not-
do is,
what?
let me share this. Let me get back over here where we're at. So I'll share my screen, and what I did, and this is where the screenshot came from, is after I signed up and got my 17, I went up there in the corner and clicked on, my account, and it takes me to account page, and I go down to billing, and then it shows what my billing is. So,
They're giving you some nifty offers there, apparently, that they're not advertising on the website.
Let's see.
Cool.
Features. They've already given them to you. It's part of your plan. That's the plan you chose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And is that sharing?
Go ahead, Dominic. Can you figure that out?
Got it.
Got it?
Got it.
See, I want you to learn. There you
Okay.
go.
So if you'll see here, this is the billing, Streamlabs Talk Studio. If you look up here, it says exactly. And I went down here to billing, up to 24 guests, 15 on screen, local recording up to 10 hours per track, whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So
wide open.
unlimited.
I mean, that's a lot of bandwidth. How are they going to do this? I mean, is the bandwidth on us? Is it like Streamlabs in a way where the streams are coming to us and then being restreamed out, which causes them not to
Well, of
have
course,
to
and this
own
is what
such
I'm.
gigantic bandwidth? Because
This is
that's the cost for these companies and why
right.
they're going up is because
Yeah.
they have to own a shit ton of bandwidth
Well,
to service.
Streamlabs originally took off of OBS. They were break off of OBS, and they were strictly
Right.
computer sided. And then they bought out Melon to get basically all of their servers. And
I think isn't Streamlabs and OBS still basically the same? They're the same company, aren't they? You're saying they broke off from them? I think OBS. I think
Streamlabs,
if you get OBS, it's still branded as Streamlabs, I believe.
it may be. I think Streamlabs is where you pay a month to get the extra features, and OBS is where you get it for free.
I don't know. Maybe I don't
It's
know.
been a long time since I messed with them.
I've
But
used
anyways,
OBS, and it was neat.
this is
And a lot of work.
this is what I've got set up, and I'm going to change my plan after Monday. If it works, I'm just going to change it to a year. So, but anyways, I'll
Well,
stop
how long do
sharing
you
it.
have it? How long did you have it? Just a couple days?
No, I have 30 days. I
No,
paid
no, no,
for a
no.
whole
How long
month.
have you had it?
Oh, we started playing with it down there on Tuesday morning. So
Okay, so why don't you wait a couple of weeks then, since
yeah,
you know what I mean, before you make the decision to do that. You know, it's doing
yeah,
good
and that's
now, but what if it sucks in 2 weeks, and then the third week it's okay, and fourth week it
right.
sucks? You know, is it what you want to do? But then again, for the price, I don't know, because sometimes
Yeah,
restream sucks.
yeah, and
Not a lot.
but even at $17 a month, I mean that's still cheaper, and you're getting 1080p.
Yeah, I just
Right.
pointed out those things that
Yeah,
I'd be
I'm
getting,
sorry.
and it'd be for $2 less a month.
Right.
That's a lot.
And if you get the annual, it's like down to $12 a month.
$12. Yep.
That's a pretty darn good deal.
It
Yeah.
is, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you buy Restream for the year, it goes to 60
And if you'll notice, let me get back over to that.
from the
If you'll
plan I'm
notice,
on.
it says
And I don't have
right
1080p.
here,
Go ahead.
it says current plan. I got the pro model, 17 a month,
Yeah,
and this is what I got.
right.
Mhm.
Right.
So when you sign up, you get more.
Well, you did.
Well, I did.
Oh, guy lives in Oklahoma. Throw him a bone.
Yeah, it might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be the Methuselah plan.
And, yeah, well, it could be.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's
the
Methuselah.
Magenta,
And
like the Magenta
here's
plan
the
on T-Mobile.
here's the thing that I've got that you guys may not have, but I have really good direct support to technical support. I know somebody in IT that will actually know what I'm doing or know what I'm supposed to be doing and maybe help me.
Yeah, we got that too. It's
Yeah.
my brain, you know.
Yeah.
And it's YouTube.
Anyways, there we go.
Anything you want to know is somewhere on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Pretty much.
yeah. I don't
Actually,
have
you
to
know
do
what?
that. I just pick up the phone and say, "Hey, son, show me what I did wrong here." You know, so
I've looked up stuff that was getting a little long in the tooth, and it's starting to get hard to find good information on things.
oh yeah.
What was I working on? It was that server actually, and it's starting, and because if there's no interest, shit drops off. And besides which, how many people are reviving old servers because
Oh yeah.
they don't, and especially now because you can't even put Windows 11 on them, so they're becoming very close to worthless. You know, I mean, you can give it to a kid and keep an antivirus on it. You know, be fine. Actually, anybody could use it really because most people are just browsing the web and looking at emails and
Yeah.
you know,
Porn.
porn. Well, porn takes a
Uh,
little. Video takes a little.
I don't know
Interpolation.
how it is in other states, but uh, James was telling me the other day or today at lunch that in Oklahoma now you have to do age verification before you can go to any porn sites.
Yep.
Yeah, but how you doing that? Age verification.
You have to sign up and give them your information, and they verify you're over 18, and then they'll let you in.
Well, in
Yep.
other words, you know what they probably have. It's probably this. They've done it with Social Security website. They got ID.gov, and you get an
Right.
account with that.
Yeah.
And when you log in, you're basically logging into that, and it logs
Yep.
you in. Yeah,
It logs you in. Yeah.
yeah. So you can give it a good because they have all that information anyway already. Those guys. They actually have two choices: ID.gov and another one. I forget.
Clear. Clear.
Clear ID. Yeah. Clear
Yeah.
ID.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think it's. I don't know. Good question. Let's find
There's
out.
about 60 places
I
over
don't
here,
think it's that though.
at least.
I've been hitting. I've been hitting.
All right, Nick.
I've been hitting it more often than for some reason. Social Security.
Mm.
I did SSD.gov. Whoops, wrong. No, it's SSA, asshole. Okay.
Hey, Nick.
SSD. Login. All right. Okay. It's got login.gov and ID.me. ID me.
ID.me. Yeah.
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 You know, I'd been discussing about whether I had a real ID or not and all this stuff, and I figured out that I could use my VA healthcare card because that's what they said. And so I went and I got through Tulsa Airport, went into Denver, everything was fine, went to Grand Junction, turned around and come back, and their machines wouldn't let my ID work, so I had to take off my shoes and yeah, it's all sorts.
Oh, that, I
Oh,
bet they
wow.
were sorry about that.
Yeah, they were. Actually,
Hey, you
I-
heard
I-
no more taking off your shoes now, right?
right, but they made me because my ID didn't.
Well, right. You can't be a vagrant. You have to,
Yeah, and well, the thing is, I said, this is ridiculous. I said, okay, I'll do it. I said, no problem. I said, but I've got my military ID, and I said, how many do you want? I've got enough IDs that qualify. Well, that one's not showing up on our list. I said, then you need to go to your website or have your IT people update your damn software.
Sorry,
I said, but that's okay.
we need to identify you by your foot smell. Please take
Well,
off.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like that was gonna, like really.
Yeah.
I said, and I had on my cowboy hat and stuff, and they kept trying to take a picture. I said, do I look notorious or something? And the guy goes, well,
Yeah. If you
Might
had
have.
Yeah, I
turban
don't know.
on.
Put a hoodie on it. We got the Unabomber
Yeah.
right there.
yeah,
Yeah, there you
exactly,
go.
right. Yeah,
But,
it wasn't even, I was wearing a cowboy hat. It wasn't even a ball cap. If it was a ball cap, I would. Okay, he might look like somebody that you wouldn't necessarily
Yes,
trust.
because
Or
there's
like,
never been a cowboy in the history of the world that meant ill to other
well,
people.
especially when
They
you're
are
in
a
Western
paragon.
Colorado. Yeah,
I mean,
But
yeah,
anyways.
everybody wears one. That gives it even less credence.
That's true too. I guess that's right. Because yeah. But
You know?
anyways, I got through it. But it was the smallest damned airport of the bunch, and they're the ones that had the Charlie Foxtrot. And like, I looked at this guy. I said, "Do you never?" I said, "What? You don't look at your website?" I said, "When you get off work tonight, sir," I said, "do me a favor and go look at the friggin' TSA website, just to satisfy an old man's curiosity."
Yeah.
Okay. So
Do I appear more trustworthy? More
Uh,
what does this do for me? Does this
Not
add
much.
an air of
boy.
respectability and
No, it's the wrong color. It should be white.
I see look Lon already looks he looks like a sheriff.
Yep.
Howdy there, sheriff.
Yep.
Well, howdy, ma'am. I'm gonna be having them panties.
You know what the problem is with wearing a
Who's this
hat
guy
like
with the
this?
black guy that was a detective in Georgia, and Carol O'Connor was the sheriff, and it was about
Yeah.
racism and the
Oh, yeah.
pressures. Yeah,
What
I'm
was
getting that
that?
vibe right now with
It was
me.
originally
Oh,
look
right.
who's coming to dinner guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sidney Poitier was in the original
Sidney
movie.
Poitier, yeah.
movie, but there's a TV series. It was good.
Yeah,
Heat of the
it
Night.
was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Heat of the Night.
that was it.
Heat of the Night. Was it Yaphet Kotto?
I kind of like
That
that
guy's
show,
been in a
actually.
ton of crap.
You know, I didn't like it
Yaphet
at
Kotto's
first.
I don't
in
think
everything.
Carol O'Connor is a good actor, and it's actually he's actually good. You know, just because you think of him as Archie Bunker like that, God, he's a good actor. You know,
Oh, he is a good actor. Yeah, he
pretty
was.
good show. It was a little, you know,
Yeah.
but all the dialogue back then was a little unrealistic. You know, but it's pretty good. Smaller head or a bigger hat. Yeah.
Anyways, this
the
was
size
the
is
hat I
supposed
was
to be.
wearing.
This is
Do
not
I
a
look
cowboy.
like? Do I look like a scoundrel that they should be worried about? Because this is how I look.
I think you look like a farmer in the field with the pull down because you're getting sun in your eyes. This isn't really a cowboy hat. It's actually a smaller hat. This is Australian.
Australian.
The
That is
down
pretty
under.
dodgy.
The down
dodgy.
under leather hat.
This is not a straw hat as you would think.
And this is a 2XL. This is a 2XL according to this, by the way.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, 2XL? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say mine's a 5X, but that's the quality of the hat. It's a 5X
Yeah, no.
cowboy canvas.
The size would be like 6 7/8 or whatever. I have a very large cranium actually.
Yeah.
This is a little snug.
Yeah, that's a 7 and an 8.
But it fits. It stays on. It doesn't. You know.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Is that what that means?
What?
Because mine says 5X in it.
Yeah, it's the quality of the hat
Where do you see that?
on the hat band.
Let me look in this Australian hat that was made in Pakistan. Let me see.
Yeah.
It was made in Pakistan. Made with genuine buffalo hide. This is buffalo hide.
Yeah.
Oh.
Genuine buffalo hide, water resistant.
Wanna be a
Mine says 5X
cowboy.
as well, right up front.
So
It'd be on the front of the brim or on one of the two sides where the branding's at.
2XL real leather made in Pakistan. I know it's real.
Nice.
I've gotten it wet. It survived. It didn't damage at all. Doesn't say anything there. Don't see it.
Well,
I guess mine is just X'd out.
yeah, I went down to I wanted to buy a different hat than I wore down to South Florida. And I had looked at this one, but I went to find another one and that I was going to get. And I found this one. I thought, oh, shit, that's just like the ones I wore when I was in, back younger days. So
The
I like the hat Mark had
buffalo
on.
may have come there from Australia.
They have buffaloes in Pakistan,
They do.
yeah, water
Sure,
buffalo.
why not?
They got bison, right? Or
Pakistan.
I doubt it.
Pakistan? I don't know. I guess they
Actually-
ship genuine Aussie buffalo hide all the way from that part of the world and tanned it up and just for the hell of it.
I like the hat Mark
They
had
use their
on.
own animals, they.
Here's the
Mark
thing.
looked like the guy from Cool Hand Luke. We have a
Yeah, he
failure.
did. Yeah.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Well, FTO Nick, he asked, do they have buffalo in Pakistan? Well, they very well may have them in Pakistan. We don't have them in the United States. That's, we call them that, but they're actually bison.
Oh, is that true?
That is absolutely true.
Or is
Because we have
bison?
buffalo around the corner from here.
Is
But well, we think it's buffalo anyway.
aren't they related?
They are.
Or they're at least kissing cousins, I think.
Yeah, they're of the same genus or whatever they call that.
Buffalo.
I hadn't heard we had no buffalo here. That'd be new to me. Buffalo versus
Michigan.
bison. Bison and buffalo are different animals. Bison have a large shoulder hump, a shaggy coat, and short horns. I've met girls like that. While buffalo have a sloped back, fine hair. Met those too, and longer curved horns. Wow, buffalo are pretty. Bison are native. Bison are native to North America and Europe, whereas true buffalo, like the African Cape buffalo and Asian water buffalo, are native to Africa and Asia. So we've never actually even had buffalo here. Apparently.
We never have.
No, bison.
Well,
As the Europeans do with a lot of things, they came over here and saw the big woolies and they said, oh, buffalo. And when they started teaching English to the indigenous tribes of North America, they said, buffalo. That's all the Native American Sign Language I know is that right there. It means buffalo.
Question.
I don't know. They call it buffalo all over the internet.
Yeah,
Spring
well,
Farms here in town used to have
Buffalo
buffalo.
Wild Wings, man. Where are they getting those Wild Wings from? If it's not
Buffalo Wild Wings were in Buffalo, New York, and you know that because you
I
lived up
didn't know
there.
buffaloes had wings.
Bison Wild Wings. I guess
Bison.
when the settlers got here, they thought they
They
were
call
buffalo,
Buffalo,
so they
yeah,
just called them. They just called them that, and it stuck. You know.
and it stuck.
Yeah.
But
I thought bison was where you wash your hands.
That's a basin.
that's it.
Cheers.
That's a basin.
Well, that's like
close,
washing. You know, that's just
All right. Wait,
Yeah.
just speaking.
really,
Oh,
really
that-
delayed. Here you go.
Difference between
Very
Oh,
delayed.
that's
bison
another feature that
and
Streamlabs Talk Studio has. It has 6 different sounds that automatically built in that you can play.
Oh, cool.
This came with built-in sounds.
Oh, did it?
oh.
Yeah. Go, I believe. Hold on.
Mhm.
I know I got music.
Well, what do you know?
What's that?
We
Lon?
learn something new every day.
No, I have
No, it
music.
says bison have large humps,
I have
shaggy
AI
fur, and
generated.
beards.
I'm sorry. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. What?
Bison have large humps, shaggy fur, and beards, while true buffalo, native to Africa and Asia, has smoother coats, smaller humps, and larger, different shaped horns.
Yeah, I just said.
Yep.
In North America, buffalo is a misnomer for the American bison, which is the correct term for the North American species.
There
Okay.
you go. We learned something. We
Fair
learned
enough.
today. You came here today and you learned something.
Never realized that.
It
To be
had to be
honest with you.
somebody who was around when they were first
just you.
discovered it. Had to tell
Yeah.
you, you know. That's old
He
people
was shooting them.
back in the day when we were shooting and skinning buffalo for them hides.
Okay, there.
Yeah, he used to ride the range of Buffalo Bill.
They used to
Well,
call
he
it.
was actually Bison Bill.
Actually, well, yeah, no, Buffalo Bill came a little bit after me. I was a little bit before that. I was back there with, like Kit Carson and some of those guys. Little earlier up.
Yeah, I've never heard them call it bison.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have any idea why they call it bison.
Kind of like
He's playing his
Buffalo
music
Bill.
that's installed. Why did they call him that?
No,
Who? Buffalo Bill? Because he shot a lot of buffalo.
the
Yeah.
rifle that they
And he
use.
did it in a shitty manner too. He had like a sawed-off shotgun. Basically, he was shooting shooting shot out of large bore guns, and
Yeah.
it didn't die well.
Yeah.
It didn't die
8 or
well,
10
but there's a lot
gauge,
of
yeah.
money, So anyway, we have sounds already, but no sound effects, but a
Right.
shit ton of music. But all you do, you just upload to this.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
upload to this, and I mean, I've only uploaded music like this one. Oh, you gotta.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now it's time
Yeah,
say
that's
goodbye to
very
Bill and all the
common.
tribe.
Like that one. I don't use
Hey.
this. I use the one on my, what do you call over here? And I put Uncle Bill's Tribe in here too. But you can upload whatever you want. When I was on StreamYard, I uploaded. all
Right,
my
yeah,
stuff.
you can do the same thing over. Yeah, with
Yeah,
that. So, and here's something I just discovered with this Restream and this other one. If you are like I'm in here and I'm obviously using my camera for this show, but when I was bringing all that up, it logged into my studio. And over there on the side, it's showing my camera, so it's still working. So I can actually use the camera for both of them. Don't know how, but some of that, internet magic, I guess.
Well, wait. No, using which software? What are you using?
What? Well, I actually have right now. I'm using the Restream that we're on,
Right.
but I also have the tab open for my show on Monday,
Right.
and I'm looking over there, and my camera's still moving.
So your camera is broadcasting over to there. Yeah, usually it blocks it out and says something else is used.
Yeah, exactly. Camera unavailable, but it's working.
I think that's what they mean. There's a feature for multi-camera or something like that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
But
That's kind of cool.
anyways,
actually.
yeah.
Awesome.
So we'll see. It probably end up going to shit on Monday, and then we'll say, okay, that didn't work.
Mm.
Yeah. No. I'm sure it'll be fine. And like anything else, how long did they buy them ago? How long ago did they buy them?
It's been a couple years now. They've owned them for 2 or 3 years.
They probably got most of the shit knocked out of it. So
Yeah.
might be right.
They've been at it. Yeah. Lon, didn't you know how that worked? You're not. That's not how that.
Oh, fucking Eddie.
They weren't shotgun. They weren't.
Hmm?
They weren't really allowed to use shot. But what he did was he
Oh,
cheated.
Eddie.
And
Okay, yeah.
he had hand. They looked like giant handguns, basically. He had these custom-made ridiculous. They were like sawed-off shotguns. That's all.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, it's how they made money. You know, he didn't shoot him for fun. You know.
No, and the thing is they were
Some of
only
them did,
shooting him
actually.
for the hides. They weren't even shooting him for the meat.
I've bought it before.
Yeah.
We had a local guy that raised bison, and I had one of those big
Yeah.
commercial freezers. I'll tell you the truth.
We did too.
Too lean. Bison is too lean. It is.
Mhm.
It was okay. It was it was nice meat. It looked great, but
Yeah.
just not enough marbling. So it was kind of tough side. You had to
Yeah.
season it to bring it around.
Some of them shot them for fun, by the way. The trains would go by on the tracks, and they would just sit
yeah.
on top of the trains and shoot them as they rode by.
I mean, as a rule, as a society, as a rule, most people would look at that as like you're a douchebag. You know what I'm saying? That's
Not back then.
even back then. Shooting animals for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for
I don't know, you
people that-
colonizers, man.
the people that raise them, they whatever. They respect them.
Oh yeah, why are they hunting foxes in England? For what? Meat?
That's England.
That's England.
There's the same people that came over here.
Oh, they
But-
changed when they got here.
They came over
But-
here. They're just shooting foxes.
Since-
What kind of
Kick
meat
the
you get
English
off a
out. What
fox?
are you talking about?
Since like 1783, we've been Americans. So from 1783 until now, we own our own sins and let them take care of their past sins. So
No, I'm just saying that it's the same people that ran around to just shoot
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
man.
Okay.
They'll just kill anything they come across, man. They don't care.
Kind of the same people. There's French blood. French were here and they bred into it. And
No,
they were here
the
for
Europeans in
generations.
general.
And they were
yeah, I was going to say because Russians.
The American colonists were nothing at all like their counterpart in England, especially those that have been here a generation. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
They just
interbred
were
with the Indians is why.
different. Well,
They had to. They had to, a lot of ways. Yeah, they did. In a lot of them, they had to depend on the Native Americans in order to survive.
Dude, the Spanish,
they had to learn.
They were in the South, but they were in the West, but they were in North America too, and so were the French, and there was intermingling. And yes, our starting point was, of course, the colonies, but
Right.
there was a lot of people from all over the damn place.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, sure.
since 1400s in this late early
Europeans just started
1500s.
pouring over, and populating
Yeah.
different regions of the country. Dutch and Pennsylvania. They got Pennsylvania, Dutch in some areas,
Cool
French
cat.
in other areas. Huh? What do you say?
Cool. Europeans have been improving countries for centuries.
It's true.
Yeah, they appreciate it too.
Yeah.
All the natives are hanging around here going, gee whiz, I wish some white people would come floating up and just kill us all and take over our property.
but
they
Lon-
were just hanging out going, yeah.
Oh boy.
Remember,
I'm pretty sure fox hunting's illegal in this country, I believe. Letting an animal loose and chasing it down to shoot it, I don't believe that's legal in this country. I've never
no,
heard of
it's
it being
not.
done.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody doing it here. Just some
Yeah.
creepy weirdos across the. Oh, what's up, Mark? What's going on?
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey,
Hey, buddy. I don't know if they do it anymore. Do they have fox hunts in England anymore, Mark?
Not here.
They do, but
see,
They're not allowed to shoot the fox.
this is because foxes are vermin and they kill the sheep.
that's how they rationalize it. They
Yeah.
designate them as vermin.
Hey, we used to kill coyotes and wolves for no real reason.
That's why they treat the Welsh the way they do. They just designate them as something else.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah.
son. Wow. That got all
Same
personal
thing with
and
the
shit.
Irish. Yeah. They're vermin.
And the Irish, exactly.
Yeah.
They couldn't do anything to the Scots because anybody who can walk around in the wintertime in nothing but kilts and nothing underneath and still fight, they were tougher than the English.
They've had a fun history with the Scots.
Yeah,
the
them and the
English beat the Scots a couple times. Scots beat the English a couple times. It's an interesting history.
Then
Okay,
the
so what
Vikings
was
come
that
along
that
and
you
fuck
tried
them
to
all.
share there, Artie? Let's see, because
Oh, well.
typically it's inappropriate as shit. So
Yep.
everybody prepare yourselves. This is from Artie.
Another beaver?
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, of course. That's great. That's just perfect. Why would you share
Now
that?
all let me
on-
put my cock in it.
Do they have black cock?
Oh, for the love of God.
Actually, they do. You
Yeah,
use it up on your roofs.
Yeah,
You
okay.
use it up on the roofs to seal your shingles.
So
yeah.
Oh no, I
funny.
know there is
It's a
such thing as black caulk.
Of course there is. There's
There's a hockey
there's every
season.
color caulk. But there's
Shit,
also mastic,
Chicago
which is
black
what he's
hawk.
talking about, which is that black shit that you use on the roof.
But
Um,
the black caulk comes in a lot bigger tube.
Yeah,
It
it's
has an extra
fresh.
bone in its foot too.
Yeah. And after,
Sorry, Colin. I don't know. I just pop. I've been hanging
yeah,
around
it's enough
and
of
the
it.
wrong
after you
people.
put
You know, I was going to join in and throw another joke on top of that, and then it just started getting a little weird.
I've been hanging around the wrong people. It's all them stoners up in Colorado. I think I've still got a residual
What's up, TJ?
left over.
You're doing a great job, Dominic. Seriously.
Yeah,
Keeping the chat involved.
he's finally doing something.
Yeah.
Instead of just
Dominic
sitting
is
there
the
looking at his
shit,
damn
yo.
phone all the time.
Mark, what are you showing us? Oh, I thought that was your foot you had up there. All right. That's
No,
better.
it's his palm. You look like you're going to have a long life and look forward to someone that you haven't seen in a while coming to visit you. I'm reading his
But
palm.
you're going to be broke when they get there
You see
or
the
after
middle
they
line
leave.
and the top line. You got your lifeline is the lifeline is
Your
this,
love line is really short.
This is
And it's
that
got
love
lots
lines
of
are-
gaps.
That's over
It's
here.
got a bunch of gaps. It's got a bunch
This-
of gaps in it.
This is your heart, and this is your intelligence.
Yeah.
Look how long mine is. It goes
Wow.
right across the whole fucking thing, baby. So
Yeah.
that's your intelligence, and then
Yeah, because no one else's line goes all the way across their hand.
well, you're a pretty smart guy, mofo. I've looked at a lot of hands
No,
that they didn't. When I was a kid, I was kind of into this bullshit, you know, from a book that my aunt had because she was whacked, and I just it was a fun little game, you know. And some people, man, that line did not go right across. In fact, most people. And then the curved one, which is allegedly your lifeline. The longer this is, the longer you're supposed to live. And you know, that's all I remember really. I mean, the marriage ones were complicated. One line meant one. See, I only have one crease over there. So one crease means one thing. Another two creases another. Blah blah. Then there's another one in here where there's a line crosses over. Don't remember any of this stuff, but it's interesting. If you ever
Yeah,
want to look into it.
there you go.
Yeah, it's all
Lon,
horse shit, but it's interesting.
What?
are you licensed to read palms on YouTube?
Well, yes, I am. Both my lines are totally different too. That's interesting.
Of course
I
they
have to
are.
admit that's interesting in and of itself.
Yeah.
My two hands
Yeah.
are totally different. Probably has nothing to do with what you do for a living or how you've used
No.
your hands. I'm sure.
Yeah. How many times you cut your hands and you got scars
but
on it now?
the
Yeah.
original, I think the original creases are always there. You know what I mean? Like these have been because I looked at this when I was pretty fucking young, and these lines haven't really changed. And my hands are fairly beat up, and
Cool.
maybe not
cat.
like yours because you're doing that kind of work right now. But you know,
What did Mr. Kitty say?
they're pretty scarred up and a little thick.
Oh,
You fight harder with a pair of frozen haggis under
and
your
Haggis under his kilt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye, laddie, you do. That you do.
Eh,
That's supposed to be a compliment to the Scotch. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, Artie, gonna do it again.
Yeah, there's what I
Artie
made.
is showing us his dinner.
My dinner.
Is that
there.
before or after you ate it?
I was thinking the same thing, Lon. You beat me to it.
Is that the after picture?
Yeah.
Or after you ate it the first time.
Is that
No, that's pretty good.
pre-digested or
It looks
post-digested?
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is that all casserole looks like, you know,
Yeah, it
the
looked like
after
something
picture.
exploded. I mean, I'm sure it was delicious, but you wouldn't
What?
use that picture on a menu. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, get
No.
this. It's a
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the love line again?
I don't know.
they called them
Not
marriage
2002.
lines. They were here underneath the pinky, but they were here.
Oh.
But there was a. I never really learned it. Like
I got 3 of those, and they're all
one line
broken.
meant something, 2 lines meant something,
And they're all short.
3 another line intersecting them meant something.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know any of that shit. You'd have to look it up. That's where they are.
Well, if I could open my hand, I'd let you know.
We'll wash them every once in a while.
Yeah.
That way they wouldn't
You get
stick
stuck
together all
shut.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah. All that.
Maybe heat gun. Hit it up with a heat gun might loosen it up.
Yeah, his hands used to be just like ours until he ran out of napkins and Kleenexes.
No, they're stuck.
There you go, Art.
All right, we're just joking. Our hearts go out to your inability to yank. on it. You know, I'm very,
Oh,
very
thank you.
sorry.
Thank you for all that kindness.
You're able to do this. But I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
I've seen you have your
You
finger.
seen
like
him
this.
do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You see,
This is
So
not
there
my
you
kind
go.
of stream.
He's got that. I'm sure that's plenty.
I have
That's probably
trouble.
why they still work, because you've been using them.
Excuse me, could you reach that for me? No, why are you looking over here when I'm pointing over there?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a couple ways to use
Magnum.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rambo size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything you can do to help free up your fingers a little bit?
Well,
Like,
there's a
does
couple
soaking or
things.
anything like that help?
Well,
Or
stretching.
yeah.
You know, I had
Yeah, but
something.
isn't there something you should do before you stretch them? Like either warm them up or
No.
take some
Well, they
aspirin.
could do a tendon release, but the problem with that is then my hands would be straight open, but I couldn't grab anything. They'd be open all the time. This way, I have some dexterity in it. I mean, look at that. You know, that's a short tendon
Yeah.
right there. That's what's causing the contraction.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, welcome to Uncle Bill's medical and hey, let's learn about arthrogryposis
They
tonight.
can lengthen those, by the way. I mean, if it's a long, drawn out kind of.
Yeah.
Wifey had a problem with her tendricles, and her tiny little wrists, which are like that. And if you think I'm exaggerating, that I am not. And the doctor that worked on him, which was cool, he was actually sports medicine as well, this type of surgery, because she had her hand was starting to cramp. She had really, really bad carpal. And the reason was she actually had five. He said there was actually five rather than most people had four. She had five. And on top of it, they were the slenderest ones you'd ever
Hey,
seen.
Jim.
And that's what's inside that hand. Filipinos are not human, I don't think. So he got it right, though. She's been good ever since. Good job on that guy. Good on him. You know what I mean? There was a bulge that was that it was causing. There was pain. There was inability to use the hand properly, which would have killed her job. So good job.
Yeah, and your old fashions.
Huh? I'm old fashioned. What does that mean? She
And you getting an old fashioned.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
On the way home, old fashioned. Yeah.
It's funny. I didn't even know I had this damn glass. I was looking around. I said, I want a different glass for. Just gonna drink a little wine tonight, and I don't have any clue where this fucking came from. It says Typhoon Lagoon on here. If that means anything.
It was at Disneyland.
So this came from Disneyland, probably.
Uh-huh. Right, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't remember.
You guys must have went to Disney World, rather. You must have went to Disney World.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, Disney World. Not Disneyland, Disney World.
Disneyland's in Los Angeles.
Yeah, exactly right, sir. Because I've been to Disney.
In Anaheim.
Disney World.
Disney World is in Florida. And Disneyland is in Anaheim.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what he said.
Oh, what you said? Sorry. Yeah, that's right. I was.
Yeah. Get your hearing checked.
My hearing is hearing backwards. Yeah.
His backwards shirt's throwing me off. I'm just hearing things.
Blame it on Mark. There you go. That's the way to handle it. Blame it on the English.
It's a cool little glass. It's got some nice colors. It feels quality. It's been hiding successfully hiding in my closet for God knows how many years. I haven't been to Disney, whatever, in so long. I'm not sure remembering the name. And it's not far.
Goofy just came out of the closet,
and I like it. Let
me suck your dick, Mickey.
So much effing money. I mean, unless you're doing it with kids, fuck that.
Hey, how about that Cracker Barrel logo?
My brother.
I don't know. I don't know why people are making a big deal out of that. Who cares? What? They just changed the logo. It's about time. They've had the same logo for 50 fucking years.
So
or whatever,
Ford had the
making
same
a big
logo.
deal out of it because their stock dropped 12% after the changes they made. It was a dumb move. There's too much too fast. Whatever. They wanted to modernize. modernize it. They're calling it. They're trying to woke it. I don't know what she was really trying to do. I'm not going to read.
No, she was trying to.
Yeah.
She was trying to
She was
get a
trying to
brighter,
modernize it.
more
She
because
wanted to expand the kind of customers she was getting.
right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
instead
Right.
of the old people, yeah, just
Well, what she did,
Yeah.
what she's, of course, she, and you know it's going to happen when you do this kind of thing. You're going to lose a percentage, and this is something that you calculate. How much can we afford to lose, or how much do we project that we're going to lose,
yeah.
versus how much we're going to gain? And they make this their marketing plan and blah blah blah. And I think it would have been smarter to franchise out uh, a, uh, a a light version of their place,
Yeah,
more of a fast food. You could still go in and eat, but it'd be like a like a nice clean fast food
Like
without
a
all the
Denny's.
doodads and thingamajigs and like that.
yeah.
And call and if the young people want to eat because the food's good, apparently I don't know, I don't go there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've
I've
been
ate
there
there.
a couple of
It's
times.
all right.
It was
Pretty
fine.
Yeah,
bland, in my
It was
opinion.
fine. Yeah,
Bland.
it's
yeah.
institutionalized food. There's no hominess about it, to be honest with you. It's just
Another restaurant. Yeah,
yeah, diner food.
Yeah.
But
and you
Like
pay
Bob
extra for
Evans.
all that.
I
I mean,
mean,
half
it's
the
they claim quality. I mean, and if that's the pitch, go with that pitch. That's fine. You'll keep the old heads coming and the people that've been going there for years and like that, and you'll still have your rollover from people that would go there because they went there with their grandparents and their parents. Like, you know what I mean? It would go and then put a nice advertising campaign, and then what you do to keep it top of mind, you can open just a couple of hundred stores around the country, which to
right.
them is probably diddly shit, and call it Cracker Barrel Light or something like that, or you want the crack is back. Anyway, just something. I don't know. And then, but see, people would think of both. And now, what you
CB's.
did. You just elevated the other restaurant by doing that, by the way. You know what I mean? That made it the good cracker. I'm
Poor
just saying.
logical.
That's my marketing plan. Instead of dumping what's been working for the company I mean, I don't know how much money they're bleeding. They're doing it for a reason. You know, I'd imagine.
I don't see anything wrong with the companies changing their logo after 50
No,
years.
They
I
did more.
didn't,
No, they
they
did more
didn't
than
really
that.
do anything. Well, like what? Because everybody's attributing a lot of shit, and I don't see it. I just seen a logo change, and you know, and that's about it.
No, apparently there's been changes in the restaurant itself. I don't remember
from what I've heard of,
because I'll be
yeah,
totally honest with you, I didn't care that much, but
Yeah,
I
it's not that
know
big
the
of a deal.
article did mention a bunch of stuff that I could understand why they'd be upset. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know.
No
But
more blue
whatever
plate
it did,
special or
it
whatever.
pissed people off. Their stock has dropped 12%. Their sales are dropping out the fucking door.
Mhm.
So there's got to be a reason for that. They can talk. They
Well,
can,
because
and they
people get
explain it.
upset
They
about
explain
everything.
away. Well, it's summer and it's been hotter than usual. Yeah, right. What people do when it's hot, they go into the air conditioning.
Yeah.
We get busy when it's super hot or super rainy. There's a
yeah,
reason for that. People's plans get fucked, and they go in
yeah.
someplace where they can be in air conditioning and dry. Whatever. The crack is back. Toothless chicks from around the world are coming out of the shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, they got to eat too, and they need love. Don't be harsh.
Well,
You know?
all right. It's not for just the toothless people because if it was, they wouldn't have corn on the cob on their menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a toothless woman can do something for you, which would cause you to take your butter knife and get those niblets ready for her.
Yep,
You know.
they can.
Yep. Yep. Yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
Mhm.
You gotta. When you get lemons, you make lemonade.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You got gums. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
Waffle House. Yeah.
rebranding is
Awesome.
always tricky. You're right.
Yep. You got
Other
those
other
two
companies
problems.
have done it. They split into different entities, and if one of the entities did better, you saw, the money basically went there, and eventually the one that didn't do as well, you don't even remember that those were both, at that point,
Yeah.
that they're really the same company, and it
You're
just
you're right,
slithers off the
Sam.
vine, and then you continue the new and you didn't lose your shirt like they're doing right now. Just saying.
Right.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but according to Google, now mind you,
Okay.
you
No,
it says all they really
Again.
changed is the logo. They're updating the menu and they're adding a few items like New York strip steak and sausage and egg casserole. And they're going to redesign the restaurant a little bit and cut down on the clutter a little bit.
Well,
I
yeah,
gotta
and that's
admit,
about it.
but that's the personality of the restaurant. That clutter is that shit on the walls and that store that you walk through to get into the restaurant and all that. and
Yeah.
that'll hold hominess feel. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't attract me. I've been there a couple of times because somebody else wanted to eat there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't
Yeah.
hate, I don't dislike it, but I don't seek it out ever.
Yeah.
Because it's just
The
a
problem
diner.
the
It's a
problem
diner with
with
a
that,
plan. It's a diner with rockers. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You know what I mean? A front porch with rocking chairs on it,
yeah.
which I find charming, which is fine.
That's yeah.
You
But
know?
it's all the that you have to get through the gift store to get to the restaurant. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
the way it's usually arranged is if you're using a walker or an electric wheelchair or a manual wheelchair, it's a bitch to get through.
Well, here's the thing. Although what they serve for the price they charge is fine,
Right.
it's worth a few dollars more to go to a place that serves better food. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
steaks, like real seafood,
Yeah. Yeah.
and even the chains do that. And some of
Yeah.
them pretty damn well. Depends who's
Yeah.
running them. Even chains have ups and downs. I've been
Right.
to good
Right.
ones, I've been to bad ones.
I guess.
You know,
I
but
only see two things they've changed: the
but no, but it
stupid
wouldn't be
peg
that much
game
more. I'm sorry.
and the logo, and that's
I think them
basically it. That's all
introducing
they've
things like
changed.
strip steak and like that means that they're trying to get themselves on an even footing on the outbacks and the
Right. Right.
the other, that level because
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
who's going to Cracker Barrel isn't really going to a steakhouse. You know what I'm saying? You're going there for diner food and you like the ambiance. So they're trying to expand out
Yeah.
and become something different, and that's what people are upset about. That's all. Because there's something to be said about a good diner. My dad's got a couple that he goes to, because he's an old man and he likes going to diners. And the fucking food is always spot on. The place is nothing to look at.
Right.
Waitress is waiting on you with t-shirts and blue jeans. Just cool as shit though, and fast and good. Places like that can make you an over medium egg and make it right. Cooking eggs properly. There were chefs that couldn't do that I've worked with over the years. It takes
Hmm.
effort and patience and intelligence, at least a little bit.
I don't know. You can clear quite a space if you got a good electric wheelchair.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Oi, oi, oi.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
Just yell,
regardless,
coming through, move
Coming
out,
through,
coming
coming
through.
through.
Yep. Excuse me,
all,
coming through.
the
You just
most of the outcries about the logo change is all I'm saying. People making a big deal out of it
No,
because they took an
I don't
old
even know.
white man off their
I don't know
logo.
why anybody even cares about the logo.
I
I
couldn't
can't
care
imagine
less.
why anybody would care. It's the
Yeah.
weirdest thing.
It's the
Yeah.
same. The logo itself, the actual letters, they're exactly the same. It's just centered in this big
A
gold
little bit
badge.
different.
But they're so upset that they took the old white guy off. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares? Times change.
That's my point.
Yeah.
I don't get it why the people are
Well,
so
people
upset about it.
I
took
don't
offense
either.
to it
Yeah.
as for political reasons. You're trying to get away from your roots or whatever. I don't know. Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Who cares? I
Well,
don't get it.
They are who they are.
anyway, the whole
They
thing
may
is
regret it though. I mean, honestly, because not because of us, because we don't care. We didn't really go there anyway. But
well,
we'll see what happens. I guess. I know people that work at a local one there. I hope they don't go out of business. Some people making a living.
yeah. Well, and the thing is there's most of those people that go there, unless it's like people my age, uh, they don't even know what the hell Cracker Barrel is. There's people that are raising hell about the name because they think they're saltine crackers used to come in big barrels in country stores. You could go in there and
Yeah, I
sit
know.
down and around the stove and eat crackers and
No, and that
buy a
Aunt
little
Jemima, the Aunt
cheese and
Jemima
put with them.
syrup that itchy sectors that Sam just put up,
What's
same
that?
stupidity, same stupidity. Did anybody really even when you took a bottle of Aunt
Yeah.
Jemima and it was a plastic Aunt Jemima and you poured it, you didn't think of black people in a negative way when you did that.
No.
Because your Aunt Jemima was a hell of a cook and took care of the
Or Uncle
family.
Ben. Yeah.
Took care of the family, took care of the children.
Yeah.
She wasn't. They wouldn't make an Aunt Jemima if they thought badly of Aunt Jemima. You know what
and
I'm saying? It's an honor. And
May I
because-
inject something though, real quick?
And I
There's
understand
zero
all-
indication that they took the white guy off the logo for any reason
Oh, yeah,
other
no,
than they
you're
just
right.
want to modernize their logo on
I
Cracker
was
Barrel.
just responding
There's
to-
no racial
Again, yeah.
There's no racial connotations whatsoever that I know of. No
Okay.
one people try to claim that, but the CEO's going, what? No, we just wanted to modernize our damn logo.
Well, she's got
Cracker Barrel cheese,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Right,
she's
Jim.
got a canned pitch. I listened to her. It was fine, and it was exactly what she's trying to do, and she kept repeating that. No matter what they asked
Right.
her, she just said it in a different fashion. This is
Could be
what
true.
this is what we're
It
trying
could
to
be
do.
true.
This is what we're trying to do. It could be. Well, no, I'm sure it is what they're trying. I'm sure it is what they're trying to do. That's not a lie. No, that's absolutely not a lie. So she can say it with
Right.
confidence. But
Right.
Yeah.
she's not
And
explaining
it comes.
when they start trying to hit her on the effects on the stock and like that. She actually went back to where right now. She said there was some initial da da da, but we're doing great. It's all about, and then she just like blew the question off for the most part. You know what I mean? And just went back to the focus that we're trying to get to here. You know what I mean? Just dove right
Right.
back into it.
There
Such
you
a
go.
business type.
Somebody has spoken.
Yeah.
Good for her. Yeah, I asked myself, has she ever been in a
Good for
Cracker
her if
Barrel
it
though?
works. You know what I'm saying? Bad for her
I
if
gotta
it
look at
doesn't.
her.
As smart as she might seem, if this fails and they crash and burn, it's her name's
Good
mud.
point, Donald.
Yeah, she won't be CEO for much
That
longer.
wasn't the. Yeah.
It's a bold fucking thing to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Mm.
But they were already losing sales, just for the record. And this is part of the reason why they made this move.
Of course.
They were losing sales year over year. And so they decided to make some kind of move to try to bolster their image and their traffic. And, like you said, garner younger, patrons and whatnot, et cetera, et cetera. So
And by younger,
that's
you mean
the reason.
at least middle age.
you know.
By younger, at least middle age.
Yeah. Get some 40 somethings in there. Yeah. Get some
Yeah,
40 somethings in there. Maybe some 50s.
The 40-somethings are the ones that spend the serious coin, and they actually tip
Right.
way better than 30s and 20s. Well, no, there's
Yeah,
there's a period in 20s where they overtip because a lot of them
Right.
work in the business. You know what I mean? They're either bartenders
Yeah.
or waiters or work in the back of the house, so they overtip. That goes away when you start having bills and children and all kinds of shit.
Right.
I
I
still
think that
I overtip.
I think that there's a definite difference between this Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben stuff and this Cracker Barrel stuff. I think that there's a racial component in the Aunt Jemima stuff because they stated there was a racial component.
Of course,
They
no, it's like-
stated it.
Well, yeah.
They stated it when they made the change. They flat out said they're changing it because of the racial component. Cracker Barrel
Right.
did not do that. They just changed their logo and everybody had a fit.
Well,
the Aunt
everybody
Jemima
just-
people in that stated
and
it.
and to that point, I think a lot of the people that are offended by it are figuring, well, this is, they're doing this. This is our version of the Aunt Jemima thing. They're taking this off because they don't like some old white guy. That's what they're trying to portray. I don't think it has anything to do with that.
No.
I just think there's going to be people out there that no matter what we do, they're going to be pissed about something. It's just the way
You
the
got that
world
right.
is now. And the other thing is going to the Aunt Jemima thing. Her family was being paid money. She actually worked for the company. She worked in the factory, the original Aunt Jemima, and they thought and so what she did for all of her life is she traveled from town to town and made Aunt Jemima pancakes and stuff like that at fairs, like they set up those food booths and stuff. And she did that her whole life, and then all of the residual that was earned were paid to her kids and grandkids. But when they took her off the label, because they were paying the family for the image, when they took her off the label, they didn't get a dime, and that was the end of it.
So they had a
And-
win-win. They didn't have to pay them anymore, and they could dodge
and they
this
get to
racial
say
component.
they were racially
Yeah.
sensitive. Yeah,
Right.
And
Good for them.
It's just,
But the family who was black was offended by it because that was their grandmother, great grandmother, whoever. It wasn't like it was just
it's misplaced.
yeah.
it's
It's not like she was, Anyways, that's
the origins
yeah.
of the black woman working in the White household and in that position.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Mammy
Yeah.
type. We understand it, but that doesn't
Right, yeah.
that they might have been happy, that they might have liked their job, they might have liked the family they were living
The-
with. I mean, that's not that's not unreasonable. And a lot of them they
it's
just
like-
worked there during the day and went home at night. Got paid. It's just a job.
I think probably one that definitely needed
White
to
people do
change
it
as
now.
far as all that, and it changed back in the early '80s, and that was Sambo's Restaurant. Yeah,
Good old Sambo's. We had one of
good
those.
old Sambo's. They were
Yep.
good,
I remember those.
but the
We had
name
one
and
of
the
those in
connotation
town.
was,
Shit.
you know,
I haven't heard
24/7.
somebody
They're open
use that word in
24/7.
so fucking long. Oh
Sambo.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you know what?
really
You know, it's
wrong.
personally funny because my grandfather, who talked like a racist, but he was like the his best
Here it
friend's
goes.
Puerto
Here
Rican.
it
You know,
goes.
I don't call him as Stick. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like that movie, the Gran Torino. Anyway, his dog, he got a little, and his dog lived a million years too. A little toy poodle, and they
right?
named him, yeah, he was black. He was a black
Yeah.
toy poodle. His name was Sambo.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
do you think?
Sambo.
How do you think he was named Sambo? You know, and
That's
I didn't know that until like a couple of
inappropriate.
decades later. It didn't sink in, and my brother was the one that like, why do you think Grandpa named that dog Sambo? And he's like, oh
Ha.
fuck, oh
Oh
fuck, the
no.
dog already
Yeah,
been dead
Bob's
20
Big
years.
Boy. Yes, you're right.
We still have a
Clint,
big boy in town. We have a big boy.
do you?
That's right.
Yeah, we have a big boy in town. Sambo
Elias,
food did suck. It's right up there with what is that? It's
Jenny's.
no, it's even worse than that. Jack in the
Perkins?
Box.
Oh, Jack.
Oh, Jack in the Box.
Oh God, their food is horrific.
You
Yeah.
know,
That's after the bar food at best.
my first real job was at a Bob's Big Boy, actually.
Hmm.
First regular job, not delivering newspapers and selling greeting cards or whatever the fuck it was.
Mm.
But I was
But-
a dishwasher at Bob's Big Boy in Hackensack, New Jersey, on Route 17,
Hackensack.
in a spot that was like in between Route 80, which turns into 95, and then you go over the George Washington Bridge, or you can go south on 17, and you could pick up
Yep.
one, you know, and you got the Lincoln Tunnel, you got all that shit. So anyway, so it's
Michael.
right there. So this, if you worked in any of these businesses, man, it was fucking busy all the fucking time, all the time. You could see
Yeah,
me
Big
work-
Boy used to be the shit.
Yeah,
I remember when Big Boy was Mr. Fables
Yeah.
too. We used to have
I
Mr.
told this-
Fables and Big Boy.
Apples
I
are
told you guys
not
about
bad.
I brought you guys with this story. That's how I met Billy Martin. Was working there at that Bob's because
Yeah.
we saw him come in.
That's crazy. I met Billy Martin at Big Boys too.
Did you?
No, who the fuck is Billy Martin?
You could. It was Billy Martin.
Was he a coach? Sounds like he was a coach. Is he a coach?
Yes, he was manager of
He was a
the
second
Yankees.
baseman for the New York Yankees when he played, and then he went on to be a very famous, major league. Yeah, he brought to the Yankees.
Oh, he was
to
the one that was
World
a hothead,
Series.
right?
Amy?
He was the one that was a
To the
hothead.
World Series. Well, he was the one that was always fighting with Reggie. Reggie.
Right.
Jackson.
So he was a hothead. He was a hothead.
Yeah.
He was the one that was a hothead. Kept getting ejected from games all the
Yeah,
time.
but the
That
Yankees
guy.
when he was there, he was an asshole. But when when he was in charge, the Yankees were better with him there than without, even though he got thrown out
Right.
constantly. But we were kind of used to managers like that. Ralph Houck, it was like a hobby. I think he liked to go home, take a nap because he get thrown out like every second game. Every third game, he'd be kicking dirt on umpires' shoes, for anything. It was he was.
I
entertaining.
kind of think sometimes that's sort of like WWE wrestling. That was planned,
And Oakland A's. Yeah, he was a manager at the Oakland A's.
Yeah.
Too. But yeah, there was a big thing. Anyway, he went there. I was a dishwasher, and we like, we think that's Billy Martin. I think that's Billy Martin. So I wanted to get a closer look. So I went out, and there's a bus tub on it. He was sitting at the counter. He didn't even take a table. He was sitting at the
Hey,
counter.
Brenda.
So I come out of the
Brenda.
kitchen, behind the counter. There's a bus tub,
Jamie.
and he was done. Pushed the plate towards me. I took it. He didn't eat his hash browns. Put it in the thing, and I got a good close look. It was definitely him. And then to top it off, we were like, "This fucking Billy Martin." So we watched him, and he was the manager of the Yankees at the time. Just to be clear, by the way. Anyway, he's pulling out of the parking lot, and Yankees 1 was the license plate. Yankees and the number 1. That's actually a famous license plate. There was a fight between him and Reggie Jackson as to who could get that on their license plate for their car. This was actually one of the things they argued, made this big to do about. It was in the newspapers.
Right.
But I got to see that license plate on his Lincoln as he was pulling out. Yeah. So anyway, met Billy Martin. Big deal. Met a lot of guys in the New York area. Yeah, you live there.
Wow.
You run into New York, a whole bunch of New York Giants. I've met a whole bunch of people there. You're just out in the street
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
at the ATM. Who the hell I meet?
Billy Martin.
Rodney Hampton. I was
Yeah.
standing
He
behind
did
him.
get. I remember he was always getting fired and rehired.
You remember
Yep.
Rodney Hampton on the Giants, running back? He was
Oh,
great. Anyway, met him
Hmm.
in line at the ATM. I didn't have to use the ATM. I just recognized him, got in behind him. Started to talk to him. Said, "Shit, you are right." I saw
I'm
his
just
name.
here to
I
check my
actually saw
balance.
his name come up on the screen. Rodney Hampton. Fuck. I shouldn't have been that close to see that. That's not right. But anyway,
Bob's not big
he
boy.
signed my kid's baseball hat. He was a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bob's Big Boys, David Lynch's favorite. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. But I tell you what, every day that goes by, here's a drone thing for you. I understand why DJI didn't release the electronic ND filter.
Oh, please do care. Tell.
Yeah, it affects the flight characteristics of the drone so much because they're trying to keep your footage smooth, right?
Right.
So
Right.
there's the gimbalknock, so it helps eliminate that drop and everything, right?
Right.
So so now it coasts like a goddamn jet ski when you stop. Normally when you're pushing forwards on the stick and you let them go, drone goes, whoa, Well, not
Yeah.
anymore, man. It coasts like another 10, 20 feet. Dude, it coasts and it slows it way down. I don't know if you saw my video,
Right.
but
Right.
yeah, it slows it down by 2/3.
Yeah.
If you're looking certain angles.
It's like you're stuck in cinematic, I guess, or slower. Based on
Right. It just really it changes the flight characteristics like incredibly. And it makes it harder to fly. Well, it doesn't harder to fly strong language, but it's just it sucks. It hampers you. It stops you from doing whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's
I
fucking annoying.
did fly my Air 2S up in Colorado.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah.
How'd it do?
Yeah. It did
Did you
great.
get any
It just took me.
shots?
Yeah, I got some shots. Yeah, I got some video.
Did you get the nice
Uh,
shots there, did you, Lloyd?
Yeah.
Wasn't I
You
supposed to
film?
send you
Did
something?
you
Oh yeah,
film?
I have props for you around here somewhere. I think.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
props for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Props.
There
Well,
were
and the
plenty of
funny
props
thing
with it,
was,
but I mean, what am I going to do with it?
the last time I'd flown it was down here in South Florida, and I'd only flown it a couple of times, and I'm
Well,
sitting
maybe
there.
next time you stop by, I'll
And
give it to you.
my son is saying, Dad, do you know how this operates? Because I was trying to find something on there. I forgot what it was. He says, don't you know how to fly this? I said, just shut up. This is only my third time to fly it. So, but yeah, it turned out good. And then I my grandkids thought it was cool,
I mean,
but they
no
got bored.
offense, man, but
They
that's
got
like
bored
the
about,
easiest thing on the planet to fly.
Yeah.
You hold the button in on the drone and hold the button in on the controller and connect your
Yeah.
phone to the controller. And
Yeah. Well,
oh
with
no, you
that,
don't even have to do that. I
I
gave you the
didn't
one
have to
with
because
the
I got the
screen
RC. Yeah, I got the
screen
RC
and
one with the
everything.
screen built
It
in.
doesn't get
Yeah.
any easier than that. What was
I
it?
was trying to
Wow.
find out where the hell to attach to the lanyard. That's what I was looking for. And he says, "What the hell are you doing?" I said,
I
"Oh,
know.
there's a clip here." So,
I take mine off most of the time, actually.
yeah, but no, it flew good. And I think it's probably the highest I've ever flown a drone. I think I was up around 250 feet up.
Wow.
It'll go higher than that, Lloyd. Just
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I know, but I've
1600.
never flown over about 50 feet. It's about as high as I've gone. So,
really.
yeah, I
You're
just have
a lot,
never.
you're a lot safer up at 400 feet, or
Yeah, I was up.
385 or whatever you want to set to.
Yeah, I think I was up about 200, 250.
You're
I took
definitely
it
not
up
going to
to.
run into anything, you know.
No. And we were on the other side of the valley. The airport was on one side, and we were on the other side. And I was able to get up and just pan slowly around and get some good images of all the mesas, because that sits right in a U of all these mesas up there. And
That'd probably be a nice shot.
yeah, I'm hoping so. I haven't offloaded into my PC. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Take the SD card out and do that. But yeah, I mean,
If you got time, do it more than once and try it with a couple of those filters and see what the result.
well, I had the ND8 on, and probably I could have gone with something a little heavier because it was 100 degrees. It was about 90, 97, 98.
In the daylight, that thing's got a 1-inch sensor. It does just fine. You can put a much heavier. You can do much heavier than
Yeah. Well, that's what was on it, and I didn't bother changing it because, but again, it was
I thought
it was
found.
close up to 100 degrees, but it was a dry heat.
Dry.
Yeah.
Isn't there a 32 in there at least?
Yeah, I think it goes up to 32.
No, I
Yeah.
think there's a 64 as well.
Is it 64? I think, yeah, it's 8, 16, 32, and 64.
Okay.
And
I'd pop
whatever
out a
that other,
32, see how it looks. Do the 64. You might be surprised.
yeah,
You'll see colors better.
yeah,
If it's sunny, I'm saying, you know.
yeah, when it's sunny, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Play with it.
It's just, we were out there in the park, and my grandkids were all excited. Grandpa was going to fly the drone. They were going to finally get to see one. They saw it go up and fly away, and it's like, we're going to go play on the playground now.
No, you got to chase them with it. You didn't do it right.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
well,
You stop.
yeah,
Wave, it's taking your picture, and oh, look, it's taking our picture.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
say thank you. It'll say thank you
Actually, I
back.
think
You
their dad
rock
was like,
it.
"Yeah, go with mom and play with it, play on the playgrounds, wear
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
out." So yeah,
Go play in traffic.
no, I was thinking one less thing to worry
not
about, and
not until they're
then you
about,
put them in the street. What's the matter with you?
yeah. I don't tell them to go play in the traffic till they're about 13.
Oh, there you go.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's about good time. Yeah.
yeah. I got one granddaughter that's up there. She's 15, going on 25.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Well, they
she's
all
got.
are.
Oh, yeah, you got a number? I'm just kidding.
Mhm.
Oh, this was fun. See,
Oklahoma.
she's with his last wife, and we had her half brother with us, and she was with her mom. Well, it turns out they go to
Wait a
this
minute.
park.
I'm sorry. Start that from the beginning because how this person you're talking about is tied into this whole family. You're big. I want to hear this family tie-in.
Okay, my son, who's had 5 wives, has kids from
High
multiple
five.
women. Yeah, 5, and he's got 10 kids. She is technically adopted. He adopted her, but she lives with her mother. She's 15 years old, and
Okay, so
this
he
was
married
his.
a woman with a child, and he adopted.
Yes, he married a woman with a
Okay,
child and then
got it.
adopted her. He's the only dad she's ever known.
Hmm.
She was like 2, I think, when they got married. But then they got divorced after Ryder got up bigger. Anyways, and then Ryder is her half brother, which is Paco's son, and his 8-year-old. Then he's married this next time and has the 6-year-old.
So lost.
So the mother of Ryder, the 6-year-old, and of this girl who is Indy, they happen to show up at the park, and Indy is there with her boyfriend. And we had taken her, we wouldn't have run into him, but I had to stop and rest for a little bit, so we sat down under the cover and one of the picnic tables, and I had my drone case sitting there. So finally, Paco sees this guy, says, "You going to introduce me?" "Oh yes, Dad. This is my boyfriend." He reaches out and says, "Good to meet you, sir." Very nice and polite young man. And I'm sitting there like this, and I look up over at Paco, my son. I've got the drone case, right? I start flipping the clips. I said, "Son, should I clean my gun now, or should I wait until we get home to do it?" And with that dropping a beat, he says, "Oh no, Dad, wait till we get home. It's okay." Okay. Her eyes got about that big around. And then she came over and let me, yeah. Apparently, it went right over his head because he was already too scared meeting my son. But yeah, Paco's got 5. He's had 5 wives and he's got 10 kids. 6, I think. Wife number 2, he didn't have any kids with. But wife number 1, 3, 4, and 5, he's had kids with. Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the Hillbilly Blues.
Yeah, there you go.
Next episode, we'll be
Yeah.
discussing how Mortaline's sister's brother's husband,
Oh, let me
second
tell you,
wife.
it gets confused and there's still a
I
couple of
lost
them.
you halfway
I
through.
can't
I
remember
did.
their names.
I tried to be concerned, but I had no fucking idea who you were talking about. So I was
Yeah.
there part of the
I know,
way,
I
and then
know.
I just got left in the dust.
The whole point of any of that was when, like I said, that drone case looks an awful lot like my gun case. So I'm sitting there, and his kids, and he's a little bit, he's a year younger than my granddaughter. So I said, "Well, you're gonna raise him the way you want him, then, right?" And she goes, "Yeah, that's it." She'll have a new one next week, but it was funny as hell because Paco didn't even miss me. No, Dad, wait until we get home to clean the gun. All right.
Yeah.
But her eyes
Yeah,
got
yeah.
like,
You know, by the way, there was a long road to get to that joke. By the way, just to be clear.
I
Yeah.
know, but you
Yeah.
stopped and asked, and I had to. It was in my
It was
head, and I had to
chronicles
take
here.
it to completion. You know.
Saturday night in the Oklahoma territory.
Yep.
Click.
The Colorado version.
No. We were Indian territory. Oklahoma territory is the Panhandle.
Okay. All right. Indian territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, guys are like that. My dad had 12 kids, all illegitimate, all from different women. Well,
Well,
two from like 10 different women,
Oh,
9 or 10 different women. So,
it
none of his
wasn't
were
and plus, who knows
illegitimate.
how
He
many he
married
didn't
them
even know
all.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't marry them at least. I guess he had that
Yeah, he
going
married
for him.
all of them. Yeah, he's married every one of them that had a kid, and divorced them, and pays child support on the ones that Of course, a lot of them are grown now, so that's the good thing.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I'm laughing at him, and I've had 3 wives, and I've paid child support, and I've had kids. So, you know, just not that many. He's got me by 2 whole wives, by the way, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, he got me
Oh.
by 2 wives as well. Yeah,
But I mean, it's something you set out to do. It can be done fairly
yeah,
easily.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I discovered.
Yeah.
I stay
If you're
with.
desperate to be married, somebody will marry you, I guess.
It depends. Yeah, but how long do you stay married to them? You know what I mean?
It works
It's
out.
the
Not
thing.
very long.
Well, my first one was
Well,
only a year, but I was a kid. Second one was 13 years, and this one is fuck
He was married to
29?
wife.
26 years.
26.
Well, he was 24 years with wife number 3, and he had 6 kids. Matter of fact, his last of their children, he actually delivered on the front porch
Mm.
because they didn't make it to the hospital in time.
UPS? Oh.
Yeah, no. He was the delivery man. You know,
Oh, wow.
he could actually say,
That's
"I'm his
nice.
dad. I'm the delivery man." Wink, wink. You know.
Mhm.
It's a
Bad
cool
joke,
stuff.
I know.
You shoot out your mom too hot. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Hold that over his head forever.
It just struck me. I've been with my wifey Joy here twice as long as I was with my second wife.
Huh.
Just who I have the kid with, and the stick.
Oh, good for you, buddy. I'm pretty proud of you.
His wife's 17.
You don't have to be with them very long to have children.
My
Like 5
first
minutes.
was
Yeah.
my first. We were married
If that.
4.5 years, but we were together like 6.5 years.
It was
And
my first marriage.
yeah.
We're only actually together 6
Yeah,
months
yeah.
of that year, and we had one.
Yeah, my second wife, 18 months, and that was misery the whole time. So I was drunk the whole time. But anyways,
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
you weren't drunk the whole time. See, that might have helped. The
that might,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to get sober once in a while. you know.
Yeah, if I was so, when I sobered up, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And then I get drunk again, and like, oh, come on, baby.
Hey, baby. Hey, come and get some of this.
Like I said,
Get
don't
some of
ever
this
marry
sugar,
an ugly
baby.
woman. Yeah, don't ever marry an ugly woman. She'll suck the life right out of you.
Well,
That's what I've heard
And
about
that's-
him.
And you know, yeah.
Yeah, Steve. Not a
And
great, not a
Netflix
great
programming
story.
wasted. Yeah, just watch this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know that what's that guy that something Joe or whatever that redneck guy with all the Tiger
Oh,
King.
yeah.
Tiger King.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tiger King.
Yeah, that guy's from Oklahoma. That's right here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's like God, not everybody's like that. I like the other Tulsa King. That's a better
Yeah.
reference to Oklahoma.
Really?
Yes.
Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
Well, the business
He's
side
from New
of it.
York, though, or Chicago or somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'm talking about
I've yet
the
to see
business
that
side of
show.
it. Yeah. Oh, you've got it. Yeah, he's from New York. He's a
New York, okay. He got chased out of New York, so he goes to Tulsa and he takes over, right?
Yeah.
Basically. That's the
he
gist
gets
of it,
out
I
of
mean, in
prison
general.
and doesn't say a word, and they exile him. They don't
Yeah.
want him in New York because he's a loose cannon. So
Gotcha.
he gets exiled there. That's
Mhm.
his territory, but it's his. He doesn't have to share it with anybody.
Back to the original subject. It's funny. I think I'm going to switch to that company. I mean,
Oh,
I mean, maybe I'll wait a little bit to see how it works out for you, but I'm
yeah.
tempted to try it out. I mean,
Well, that's
that's a big savings, dude,
Yep.
You
yeah,
always go
and that's why I
back.
brought it up.
and an improvement in services, allegedly. You know.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I brought it up is because I thought we all have been struggling to find something that was affordable and
Right.
decent quality, and this, you know, this is worth the $17 to try it out.
Right.
I'm not struggling. I picked this one.
Well, no, we're just
It's okay. You know, not
yeah, it's
crazy, but
okay, but I mean,
it's
we're
fine.
just trying to.
But
Yeah,
yeah, you're
he
right.
went. Yeah,
Gotcha.
he went. What the hell? Get out of here, goddamn! Sorry. There's there was a fiddleback
Morning, Sean.
spider,
Thank
or
you.
a brown recluse crawling down my damn computer, and I don't want to get bit by that son of a bitch.
Oh, he
Yeah,
fell out
that's
of
You
your
don't
right.
have to worry. They only bite live things.
Yeah. How do you know it's a recluse? You're so sure it's a recluse? You got those things just wandering around your house, do you?
Probably in
Well, in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma,
Not a
yeah, they
good
show
thing,
up.
dude. They have them in
Yeah.
Florida too. I know somebody got bit by one, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
trying
dead.
to make sure I don't have
Mm.
seriously deadly spiders running around around my house.
Well, that was the first one I've seen around here, but then you know the dogs have had the run of the house for the last week, so
No.
They suck. They'll save you, but you might lose a big chunk of your ankle or whatever the area was.
Yeah.
yeah,
It just dies, you know.
yeah.
Oh, there goes Lon.
What happened to Lon?
Yeah, he
What
must
happened?
have. Oh, there, he's back.
Did you
How'd
hit
you
the wrong
do?
button, Lon?
No, I don't know how. He can't do that.
Oh, now he's frozen.
He's
Yeah,
frozen.
yeah. Because he unless Dominic let him back in. Was that you?
I,
Dominic?
I said it said add to stream, so I think he's.
Am I in?
You are now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. No, it just said disconnecting. It just said
Huh.
it said
Oh.
it said oops, restream disconnecting and disconnected.
Well, that's
Don't ask
weird.
me why. I got
Hey,
huge
Johnny.
internet, so it's not the internet.
Huh.
I wonder sometimes if I don't have the same problem that Lloyd's son had. That maybe I have too much security on my computer.
Yeah.
But you would think it would do it all the time, though, if that was the
No, it
case.
would do it all the
Hey,
time.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I don't know.
No, you're right. It can't be that. No, it's just I don't know. At least this company has a lot of people logging onto it, and I guess it
Maybe.
glitches. Shit glitches. You know.
Just every so often they'll just suddenly kick me out,
I mean,
and it'll go for weeks to not do it.
the path that
you
you're,
know.
the path that you're taking from your apartment to whatever server they're relaying this through, it's totally different than the path that any of the rest of us are taking.
Hmm.
So you're
Right.
subject to other shit that might be going on in your
Right.
region. For all you know,
Right.
a node got hit by lightning. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
And things had to be rerouted. When your internet drops out for a couple of seconds like that, and it comes back like nothing ever happened, that's typically a node went down. Not necessarily got struck by lightning, but it went down. And internet compensates and reroutes. And now you're of course your ping is higher, but you're still getting there. I mean, it's imperceptible to us if we're just doing this. Now, if it's taking a real long route and it's going through another area that's having a problem, then you get your max headroom shit. So whatever. But you're fine now. Something
checking my
reset.
speed.
Maybe something reset.
That's it. At least it didn't turn you upside down.
No.
That's true. That's true.
That's something. It didn't mark me.
You know, I mean, Dominic, did you say you brought him back in?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, because okay. I must have missed
I
it.
just saw it and hit it.
You did it so
Okay.
fast, I didn't even see it. You are.
He's on it, son.
He is. He's the technician with the
What the hell?
mostician, or I don't know. Come up with a rhyme. The better techer upper.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's my. Do you have a soundboard ready to go, Dominic?
No, I don't have a
So
soundboard.
we
no.
got to set that up for you. Well,
There it goes.
I got to show you. I'm going to share a picture that shows you the
Good.
kind of they have in Grand Junction. They spent lots of money doing things, the artsy fartsy stuff, and they've got statues, bronze statues all over the place. This is one of their more famous ones. So bring that up. There we go.
Yeah, I know. I'm sick.
You
Sorry.
beat me again, Dominic.
What's that?
That's right out in front of the guy's name is Trimbo, and he was a newspaper guy, and he did all of his writing and stuff in his bathtub, and that was his setup. They made a bronze
Okay.
statue of him, and Grant.
He looks like he's rubbing one out, dude.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you don't know what the other hand is, But
You're talking about both hands are right there. One's got a cigar, and the other one's on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's wrong with you guys?
yeah.
I didn't see the hand. I saw him leaning, and I saw the arm going down, but I didn't see the hand.
Yeah, you're right. There is. Yeah, it is on the
Yeesh. You see what you want to see.
I'm sorry. It's the guy standing next. The guy standing next to him is taking care of that. I
What
got it.
what movie did he write?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Johnny, get your gun.
Okay,
See?
that's all right. See,
Johnny, get your gun.
you want to know something funny? He lived in Grand Junction when I was there. I had no clue about him.
Yep.
What's funny
No.
about that?
Well, odd that.
Don't set us
all
up
that-
like that. I was
course-
waiting for you.
And Johnny Get Your Gun was one of my favorite books and movies. So,
So did you
At
know
the time.
everyone else that lived in Grand Junction but him?
yeah, he's the only one who's got himself naked in a bathtub there. So,
Just kidding, but it's like I knew everyone in Grand Junction but this one guy. Now, that would be funny.
So this
Well, at the
guy didn't do this out in public. He just
no, this was how he did it in his house.
indoors.
Yeah,
They just decided.
That's the story, anyway.
That's the story, right? So that, but
Right.
they just decided to memorialize it by
and
having
memorialize it because
bathe
that's what.
outdoors. That's
Yeah.
That's
And
beautiful.
of course,
So
I got just one more picture, and I'll quit being the tourist asshole that I was.
he's a ghost, and he's looking
That's
at this
cool.
shit. So what
Of
the
course.
fuck? These people got me in a bathtub in public. Could you imagine that? As a
Yeah,
ghost looking
yeah.
down?
Can you imagine?
yeah.
He probably wrote 2 stories in the tub and then making it out like he wrote everything in the tub.
And even
Yeah.
if he did, he did it in
Yeah.
private. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here's an image.
Yeah.
Here I am. Children are walking by me as I'm allegedly.
It's probably some dumbass shit he said to one interviewer. You know what I mean?
There's me sitting on the back of a bronze pig.
Oh
Oh,
wow, that's pretty cool. They're real big on bronze around there.
They are.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You got,
They
you,
got
got,
them all-
you got one of you facing the other way?
No, I don't.
No.
The statue's kind of crooked too. What happened? Is that how crooked
Yeah.
that base was?
Yeah, well, probably a drunk ran into. Oh, they've actually got a woman of. I don't know what the story is behind
Color?
it,
Oh,
but it's it's just some
Color,
some
he goes
lady.
right to color.
I was going to say a woman of veiled repute.
I was
should
going to
say.
say ill repute. I
Oh,
swear
yeah.
to God.
a whore.
But
Yeah.
They've got-
whore.
and either that, I don't know if she was a hooker or if it was the fact that she was just drunk coming out of a club, and she's leaning up against a building like she's throwing up, and it's a bronze statue. They got leaned against this building like, well, of course, then the tourists come in and they get behind her and take pictures doing the nasty with it. Like, I didn't even ask where it was at. I said, no, I don't need to know that one. But yeah, I got some weird shit up there. I'm telling you, it's all that marijuana that they're smoking.
Wait. I don't even understand that story. So this woman was throwing up, and then people came up and rammed it up her ass. Is that what you?
No. There's a
No,
statue.
that's not what really happened. Tourists come in and get pictures of themselves standing behind this bronze statue,
And it's a
which
bronze
is
statue of a girl
of a woman
barfing?
leaning against a building barfing. Yeah.
They must have a surplus of bronze.
They had a
You know
lot
what I
of
mean? They
fucking
must have
bronze,
this bronze
yeah.
coming out of their ears.
Yeah, but who
It's
would prove
wasted.
that? What kind of message is that? Who would prove that? Who in the city got? Yeah, that sounds like something I'd like my kids to walk past.
It might be independent. We got a guy around here that puts bicycles all over the place. He paints them
Yeah.
like crazy ass colors and shit, and puts little
Right.
signs on them, and he parks. He chains them to like
That's-
telephone poles.
I like that. That sounds okay. I mean, I don't know. If
I'm
I
just
like it or
saying,
not.
that's
I don't-
something
I
that
don't
he
not
does
like
on his own.
I
You know what I
don't
mean?
not
Well,
He does it
these
on his
are-
own.
I would say it was the same city council that decided to put 25 fucking roundabouts in one goddamn little town.
yeah.
Back to the roundabouts again.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm in a
Here we go.
roundabout.
Round.
Gonna
That's
save
ridiculous.
you in
Every time,
and out.
every time you turn around, there's a roundabout.
Yeah.
You know,
Take your way.
you went off for a while on this already. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I did that on my show Monday.
Yeah,
So,
we have
hey,
your
bronze STD. There you go.
we have it.
But yeah,
That is your. You know what? That's your.
Get off my lawn.
That's your get off
yeah,
my
that's my
lawn
that's my
moment.
grumpy vlogger
Right
thing
there.
coming through. Yeah, it's like man buns and not
5
putting your
minutes.
damn shopping trolley up.
Took me like 2 minutes to find that button. I am just so slow. Anyway.
Oh, yeah?
Not that it wasn't a fair and thoughtful dissertation on your part.
Well, I'm sure.
No,
Not hyperbolic in any way.
Yeah, right. I know.
Hyperbolic in any way.
Well, the thing was, is most of my friends got to experience this shit while they'd gotten drunk and their wives drove them home. I had to
What
drive
city
myself home.
councilman
So
thought it was okay to have a woman thrown up on the street as
I have
something that
no
you would
clue.
represent your city? Why would you? What the fuck?
Well,
Come
mind
down
you,
here.
they-
You can puke. You can drink till
have
you
these-
puke.
Yeah, they have these bronze statues everywhere. So they're in some of the off streets that you wouldn't normally walk up and down.
That's I've seen bronze statues. They're generally not expelling bodily secretions.
Well, I don't know if she was puking, but that's what the story was, is that the woman was leaned up against a building puking when somebody snapped a picture, and then they turned that into a bronze statue.
Yeah.
Now-
And if he
now
did
the
it
tourists
on
come
a
around and-
private basis, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just some private guy did it.
I know, but why would you want? Whatever. I got it. But,
No,
I
I'm
know.
saying, and somebody parked it there. Maybe it's his property. Maybe the guy that owns the bar, had it commissioned.
Yeah, I don't know the whole story. I just know that I said that's okay. I don't need to see it
How
because
big is this thing?
it's a little
Human
bit
size.
a little bit above life size, slightly larger than life size.
Mm.
A woman that would normally be 5 foot, let's say 5'3".
I don't know. There's certain sizes. The towns have regulations and shit. I mean, I don't know. You don't see people with giant bronze statues of puking women on a regular basis. It'd be interesting. It'd be
Well,
an interesting world.
might.
If it did, though.
It's
Let's
it's
see.
become a very bohemian type place.
I guess.
It's where all the hippies went to die, and some of them just don't know they're dead yet and haven't done it. It's all the hippies that got on the city council, but yeah,
Yep.
all sorts of archy farchy stuff all over the place.
It's funny.
It
I mean,
is.
it is not that it's not funny. It'd be funny on a college campus, I guess.
Yeah, on a college campus. Yeah.
Oh, geez. Here's one worse. They have a bronze statue in this town of a woman taking a piss,
The one bent over, and the guy
squatting, pissing.
people taking pictures of themselves sexually assaulting her. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, that's the twisted part is the people trying to act, towards a bronze statue.
Unless they want to claim that she was willing, that she
Good night,
was.
Jim.
She was a willing
night, Jim.
participant.
Good night, Jim.
She didn't say no.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it unless you say something.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the way the guys that did that. That's probably the only way they were ever going to
Yeah,
get
guys
Go
that
with
use
bronze
roofies
statue.
say the same thing. She didn't say no. I mean, that's I don't know how good a defense I don't know how a good defense that is.
Oh,
She
boy.
didn't say no.
Hey, he's not the worst. They got a statue of a dog taking a dump, a bronze statue. So apparently bronze is really easy to work with or something, I guess,
People like it.
Yeah.
It's got value.
because bronze is a statue of anything. So
Yeah.
in the middle of a town,
You don't
dog
work with
taking a dump.
bronze. You make the statue out of something, make a mold, and
Right.
then pour the bronze into the mold.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. Then you get your
You mean-
sander out and your
you thought
buffer.
about
And,
casting?
yes,
Yeah.
casting. Yes.
Bronze is
Big long description. Yes, bronze is cast.
I wonder what the casting couch is like that.
I'm. You know what? I am so parched. I will be right back. You, Dominic. It's all
Yep,
you.
I'll take care of it.
It's all you.
All righty.
Oh, so I see they made Dominic the co-host, huh? Huh,
No,
interesting.
Yeah, Dominic's always there.
yeah.
You can always count
Must
on
be
Dominic.
special. Yeah, that was Dominic. Yeah, what a guy.
Yeah, you got.
Good old Dominic, yeah.
Dominic.
Yeah, Dominic. Art.
Yeah.
You know, all the times Dominic had Art Bill on his live stream, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Art. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
I'm not the co on anybody else's stream. Lloyd's got one. I'm not on his. Art's got one. I'm not on his either.
Dominic has got the most streaming experience of any 20 people on YouTube. So
Yeah.
I most of Art's
he's on 7 days a week, pretty much.
Yeah.
At least once a day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Paul Murray makes everybody co-host.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dominic is just the stream master. So streaminator. He's a dominator of the streaming world.
I'm on more than Dominic now.
You think you're on more than Dominic?
No, Art.
Art?
Yeah, I do.
No, Dominic is on Paul Murray's.
Yeah.
He was on Justin's. I don't know if Justin streams anymore, but he's on Art's. He's on Bill's. He's on. Dude, you're on almost 7 days a week, man. Probably 7 days a week. I guarantee it. At least once,
Wednesday,
2 or 3
Thursday,
times.
and Friday, I'm not.
Bill and I.
You're not on Thursday or Friday at all?
Uh-oh.
You're on Arts, aren't you? What happened to Arts?
Occasion. Well, sorry. My days is what I mean.
That's fair. That is fair,
so
sir.
That is fair. Drop all those
that would be
numbers
your
back one
Saturday. That would be your Saturday. You're absolutely right, sir.
Yeah.
I apologize. So I would be thinking you weren't on Sunday, but you are because that's your Monday.
I'm on a Sunday because
Yeah.
Bill's a Saturday night.
Right. Got you. Bill's a Saturday night. You're on Sunday, and then you're on Paul Murray's though almost every day.
Yeah.
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 I'm saying you're on a lot, man. You know, you contribute a lot to this. You're a better contributor than Ken Herron. Everybody's gonna go out about Ken Herron. What about Dominic? He gives more to the drone community than Ken Herron.
There you go, Bill.
I mean, I'm on Paul twice a day, so that's 40. Plus Bill's. That's 50.
I'm only on once a day.
Oh, that's right, Mark. Mark's on 14 times a week, 15 times a week.
Wow. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know you guys do it. People go, you guys don't talk much. Well, there's a reason. You're on 14 fucking times a week.
We're running a bit
We're not shit to say. Yeah.
Half of the time, Paul's not there.
Yeah. We have to make our own.
HT, that's it, because I got to get up early. Going to Dad's tomorrow. Works out good. I don't like going on. If you're going to drive that far.
You have a dad?
A stepfather. That's okay.
Oh, wow, cool.
If that's all right with you.
It must be nice. Dad privilege. That's how it is. Your dad privilege. Whatever. Flaunting it in front of all those black people.
You know, honestly.
You white people and your dads and whatnot.
Honestly, I had.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll have to remember that one. You white people and your dads.
There was a point where I hadn't talked to him for about 20 years, actually. I got back together.
Oh, your stepdad or your dad? Oh,
well, my dad was dead.
Oh, you can't talk to him.
Dead.
Dad died at 48.
Oh yeah.
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 Yep. This guy's stepfather's been my dad since like 1969 when I was 8. So
in the summer of '69. Yeah.
I remember the summer of '69.
Yeah. Lloyd remembers the summer of 1869.
Yeah.
Barely.
Just barely.
I was a little shaver back then, so I just barely remember it.
Barely remember it. The redcoats coming over the hill.
I don't understand why, but those people up there were having a hell of a time to understand when I was talking to them. Like, and they go, "Where the hell do you live?" I said, "Muskogee, Oklahoma." And they, oh, I said, I know.
Uh,
I said, speak three languages. I speak English, Okie, and I'm fluent in hillbilly.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
well,
really? Yeah.
yeah,
What
Yeah.
about
yeah.
Pig
They were
Latin?
like,
Come on, you speak Pig Latin. Everybody
Oh,
does.
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. But I'm a little rusty in the pig Latin now.
yeah.
I
yeah,
haven't used it. God, I
yeah,
haven't used pig Latin since I was a kid.
yeah.
Oh my
In
God.
fact, that's when they were notified about the Civil War.
Yeah,
It was 1869 in Oklahoma. They
yeah,
just found out about it.
yeah, yeah. We're a
They're
little
like,
slow on
oh,
the uptake. Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
oh, I guess I'll let my slaves go then.
I
They
remember.
were like, holy crap.
I remember.
You want to know something? In 1869, during the Civil War in Oklahoma, this was Indian territory, and all the land was owned by the Native Americans.
I know.
But
I'm
they fought
kidding.
on the side of the South because they had black slaves.
They had slaves. Yep.
Yep.
Native Americans had a lot of slaves.
Oh yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when they freed them, uh, they adopted them into their tribes, and they became known as freedmen Cherokees.
Oh, not
And
the Blackfeet.
no, that was up in Canada. Uh,
Oh, my
but
bad.
but no, they're called freedmen Cherokees or freedmen Indians.
Huh?
And up until about 15 years ago, there's a big fight going on because they have all the same rights as a full blood Native American
Which is
because
none, but
they were
So
brought
not
into.
much.
yeah,
Well, no, I mean there's a
I'm
lot
kidding.
around here.
I keyed.
Yeah,
I
Oopie doopie.
keyed.
but no, they get the shit. They get more than I do, anyways.
No,
But
I
they
know.
get better
Yeah.
health care.
They
That's
get
for
money
sure.
because of casinos down here in Florida.
Well,
Yeah, but not the Cherokee don't get any of that. Trust me.
No, it's not.
Trust me, I'm
Not the
Cherokee. We
Cherokee.
don't
No,
get shit. We don't
Well,
get
you got
dilly
to have a
squat.
roll number. If you have a roll number, you should be able to get free Indian health care.
What's the tribe down here?
Called the Dawes
One of these
roll.
days I'll look into that, man.
Yeah, because
I
see, this is
let all that shit slide.
Yeah, but what happened is the Cherokee tribe decided that they wanted to exclude the freedmen Indians from their. They wanted to take them off the rolls, and they'd been there since the 1860s. And they ended up going to the Supreme Court, and they said, "No, you adopted them. They're part of your tribe, and it was part of your constitution you set up when you became a state. So you're going to keep them." And but they had a big election. Of course, the freedmen, because they were the ones being considered whether they were citizens of the nation or not, weren't allowed to vote. So all of the true bloods voted, and
The
they said, "Oh yeah, we
vampires.
want them out of here." But then turn around, Supreme Court says, "Hey, tough luck, Charlie. You got them." But
I wonder why.
all
Why
my
bother?
history. But here,
All
because
right, John.
the Cherokee Nation here, they own the casinos, and they get
Oh,
all
so
that
there are
money.
casinos.
Yeah,
Cherokee people.
we have just outside of town, across the river, is where Cherokee Nation is at, and they own those casinos all the way up to their tribal headquarters, which is Tahlequah. And then in this side of the river, it's the Muskogee Creek Nations, and they own all the casinos around here. And then you got all the other little tribes have them. Yeah, and
Yeah, we got the Seminole Indians in Florida.
Oh,
They're the
and the
ones.
Seminoles are one of
Yeah,
the 5
we got a
civilized
crap
tribes.
too. We got a crap ton of them too that own
Yeah,
casinos and whatnot around here. They're not Cherokee though.
in order to draw money from the Cherokee Nation, you had to be card carrying or on the Dawes roll.
Mm, mm,
You know,
mm.
and that's why, like Elizabeth Warren, I'm not trying to talk politics, but that's why she grew up in Oklahoma. And of course, she went with all of our grandparents. Like, there was Cherokee in your, but when they had the Dawes rolls, they was too ashamed to sign it. They wanted you to be raised white so that you'd have better privileges, And as my brother likes to say, every white person around has a dead Indian grandma somewhere,
Yes, Dave.
And it's just it's the way it is. But
AI overview. The richest Indian tribe in Florida is the Seminole tribe of Florida. There are other tribes,
Sweet.
primarily due to its successful gaming operations, which include owning the Hard Rock Cafe and numerous
Woo.
casinos and hotels across the state. The wealth has allowed for substantial benefits for its members, including regular dividend payments and funding for education and healthcare. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Awesome sauce.
No,
Well,
they
yeah,
get a lot of money. We had a couple that bowled in the one bowling center, and
yeah.
they were only
All of my
they were only part. They were actually, and I don't care.
yeah.
It's their life. I mean, they were black. They were way darker than blonde. They
Yeah,
didn't look
yeah.
at all like Indians. They might have been like 25%, and they got
And
a
very
chunk.
well could be some of the
And they got
freedmen
like a
tribes.
chunk of that
Yeah.
money because of it. That's how it worked. And they drove their Lincolns and their Escalades and like that. So, man. But
Yeah.
We got a bunch, but they drink all their money. The Indians I've ever grew up around in the hood, they all got their check every month and they drink it up.
yeah,
It's too bad. It's sad, really.
Oh, here they've got the
It's a genetic-
Cherokee Nation is one of the wealthiest Indian nations overall because they've invested heavily and they're actually buying back all of the property that was part of the original Indian territory. They're buying whenever a piece of land in there, especially around Tahlequah, which is where the nation capital is at for the nation. They're buying all that property back because a lot of them. They sold their land for a little bit of something around the time of statehood, and now they're buying back what were original tribal lands here. So, but yeah,
to
knew
do
it.
what? Have them taken away from them again? Because that's what happened the last time. They owned them and it was taken away. Now they get to
What?
pay taxes.
Wow.
actually, no. What happened here in Oklahoma? Parts of it were taken away, but parts of it, they were all, the families were all ceded a certain amount of land, and they sold it around the turn of the last century.
Oh, okay. Now they're
Yeah,
buying it back, but they
and
still
they're
have to
buying
pay.
it
They
back.
still
Yeah,
have to pay taxes on it.
once it becomes tribal land, no.
It's going to be tribal land.
Mm-hmm.
The wealthiest Indian tribe in the country is the Shakopees, the Sioux. The
Sioux?
Shakopee Sioux, they get $84,000 a month. Every adult member does.
Nice.
Wow. And you know
That's a
why?
lot of
Because they're
fucking money.
constantly suing the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Hello,
That's why they're
Jameson.
called the Sioux. Where's their funds coming from?
Casinos.
Casinos.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow. Each adult member gets $84,000 a month.
Nice.
A month. Wow.
A
A
month.
month.
Monthly payments reportedly around $84,000. And then there's four
everybody.
other ones. The Navajo Nation's also a big one. Theirs are mostly oil, gas, and coal, though.
Right.
They do have casino as well, but they have a lot. It's like that old Bugs Bunny cartoons where that Native American dude would show up and he'd be like super rich because he was oil rich.
Oil tycoon.
Remember that
Yeah.
one Indian? He was an oil tycoon. He was an Indian.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember them.
Or that there's a movie not too long ago about a little black girl that her family got that 50 acres and a mule, and it happened to be an oil rich piece of property. And she became like a multimillionaire. Her parents were dead, and she was like 12 or 13, 14 years
Yeah.
old. And they found oil on her land.
Dude, that sounds a lot like a show I used to like. Was a family that lived in the country, and he was
Yeah.
out hunting one day,
Shoot
shooting at some food,
Was he black?
and
No.
up through the ground come a
Come a
tumbling
bubbling
food.
Bubbling
Oil, that is.
Bridge.
Black
Yes.
gold.
Black
Texas
gold.
tea.
Texas tea.
Next thing you know,
regardless,
Jed's a millionaire.
The king folks said, Jed, move away from here.
there. They said California is the place you ought to be. So they
So
loaded up
they
the
loaded
truck.
up their truck
California.
and moved to Beverly.
Yeah, why'd they have to move?
Yes,
I don't
that
get
is.
that. That never made any sense to me. Why would you move?
I don't know.
Stay in Tennessee. Be the biggest frog in the pond in Tennessee. You know what I mean? Why be average in California? We give you the biggest
here's the
frog in the
secret,
pond
though.
in Tennessee.
And they had this giant, tight family there too that they were constantly in touch with. It made no sense, and they could have just
Yeah.
made sure that those people never had to pay a bill again for the rest of their lives.
Right.
And that's it. You live in paradise, dude.
And
Why not?
Lon, you
They
missed
loved it
it. You got one point wrong with that whole story. They weren't from Tennessee.
No.
They were from
Did I say
Arkansas.
Tennessee?
Yeah, you
Arkansas,
said Tennessee.
my bad.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
bad. Regardless,
yeah.
why move?
Right.
What's the difference between Tennessee and Arkansas anyway? But why the hell move? Why the hell
Not a lot.
move from Arkansas?
Well, in Arkansas, you can marry your cousin. In Tennessee, that you can, and your sister. But in Tennessee, you can
That
only
is
marry
just
like a third cousin.
way
bad.
too harsh there,
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Yeah, it's a bit harsh. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. They were from Arkansas. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But regardless,
I wouldn't
they
even remember that. But you know what? The Ozarks are shared by all those states down there, and it's all
yeah, exactly. I knew there
Yeah.
was an Ozarks, but I didn't
The
know
Ozarks.
which state exactly. So my mistake.
Missouri,
Regardless, though,
Arkansas,
why
and
move?
Oklahoma. Just a little bit of Oklahoma, and is split mainly between Missouri and Arkansas up northeast of where I live,
Yeah.
up where Don
Mhm.
lives.
Yeah, but he could have been the big dog in Arkansas then. He
Yeah,
could have been
could have been.
a Clinton. He could have been a
Could
big
have ran
dog.
for governor there. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that they claimed the state. I'm with Don. I don't remember the state being claimed. I remember it was Ozarks. I don't remember anybody claiming the state.
Yeah. They only
the
claim the
Clampets.
yeah. We got the foothill of the Ozarks. Okay, that's all we're claiming here.
I wonder now. I'm starting to. I don't know. What state were the Clampets from?
Arkansas. I'm telling you.
What state were the Beverly Hillbillies from?
California.
Nope. It's according to Google, they said they're from the Ozark Mountains. There was never pointed out exactly what state.
Right, so it could be either state.
So it could
Yeah.
have been either Missouri or Arkansas.
And I'm telling you,
Could have been Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Kansas.
One
It
of
could
the
have been
things
anyone.
one of the things
Yeah.
I enjoyed
They
the
weren't from
most.
Kansas though, because Granny had a fit over a Kansas person one time. I think.
One of the things
Yeah.
I enjoyed the most when I drove across the country for the first time when I was 20 years old was driving through the Ozarks in Missouri, and because they're fucking beautiful. I mean, they just go, and then it got nighttime, and then I saw the other side of it. Anywhere there was a street lamp, the bugs were so thick, and they were like the size of bats. There might have been bats. I mean, I don't know, but
They
there was
could
an
have been,
awful
yeah.
lot of them. You know, it's a bit buggy in the Ozarks. You know, but it's beautiful. It was one of the things I enjoyed the most.
Granny in season 9, in a season 9 episode, Granny mentions Limestone, Tennessee.
Well, that's right.
She might have been from
I know
Tennessee.
Yeah,
I know they brought up Tennessee.
I might have been right
Originally-
all along.
I know they brought up Tennessee, but maybe they were just visiting their cousin Pearl or somebody.
Yeah.
Well, she may have. Granny was from Tennessee.
Oh, she could have been, yeah.
While the family is from the Ozarks, the matriarch Granny is mentioned as being from Tennessee, and even states that she was from Limestone, Tennessee, in one episode.
Yep.
Oh, so
Yep.
she married an Ozark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, when it comes to Arkansas, some viewers and
Somebody
fans
did.
recall mentions of Arkansas in relations to the family or their neighbors before their move. So,
Yeah, like Eureka Springs and Razorback Gazette.
Bug tussle.
Yeah,
yeah.
Bug Tussle. Yeah.
I don't even remember if they said that, but that sounds familiar. Show was fun. Doesn't
Yeah, it
matter.
was fun.
Doesn't matter.
I don't think they really.
Ozark
I don't think they really pointed out what state, but
Okay, we have to give up.
yeah, let's give it up. Who cares? Really,
okay.
you know?
And Jethro is
Let's
still
die on this
alive.
hill. Urgh.
Oh well.
Max Bear is still alive. He's the only one
Yep.
left.
Yep, that's
Who?
right.
And who was his father?
Really?
The
Bear.
boss.
Huh?
Max Bayer.
Max Bear,
Yogi.
the
Max
boxer?
Bear.
Yep.
No, Yogi. Yogi was his father.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Ah, hey, boo boo. Get a picnic basket for me and you.
Jethro
I
wasn't.
don't know, Yogi.
Max Bear was a champ for a period. He was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Jethro wasn't a Clampett.
No, he was a Bodine.
No,
He was a Bodine.
the Bodine. Yeah, Jethro was a
Jethro
Bodine.
Bodine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
VW show? Oh, cool. Yeah. I have to
Cool.
go to that.
You see, well,
Yep.
Ellie Mae, that makes Ellie Mae, and they were cousins, her and
Ellie
Jethro.
Right.
So why would they go to
Yeah.
California? Because there it's illegal for the two of them to. Never mind. Could've, they were-
No, it's not.
Oh, I don't think
Is
it's.
it?
I don't think it's legal. Yeah.
They weren't that close to cousins. Sheesh. She wasn't a Bodine, was she? She was a Clampett.
Clampett.
She's a Clampett.
Yeah, she was Jed's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Bodine, I think
Jethro's
might have been-
mother
yeah.
Was
was
Bodine
Jed's
is married in.
sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jethro and Pearl were brother and
sister-in-law,
sister.
I think sister-in-law. I think couldn't be.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It would have been from. That's right. Jed's wife that passed away. So you're right.
She would have been married in,
I
though.
could be wrong, but that's what I think. Yeah.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, married in cousins can get married.
And if I old school marriage.
Cousins-in-laws, can get married, right?
Old school.
Well, no, because her father, Ellie Mae's mother and Pearl were sisters.
Yes, no, they were. Actually
That would have made Jethro and her first cousins.
They are first cousins.
Got you. Okay, my bad.
There you go. There's the
Well, it was all
family
right in the Old
It's in our
Testament.
family tree every time we have a get together, just to make sure we get it all ironed out.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It was okay in the Old Testament, so
Plus, I mean, you moved to California, that puts you in the, nope. Not acceptable.
dang, I'd move back to Tennessee because Ellie Mae was hot. He was a horn dog too. We never looked at his cousin that way. I'll give him credit for that. He was always chasing every other woman.
Jethro Bodine was a really big, good-looking, fit guy. If he wasn't a complete moron in Los Angeles with hundreds of millions of dollars behind him, he didn't need her. He didn't need her at all. But he was beyond stupid. They just went way too far with the country hick thing with him.
Never.
Because he never
And just
understood.
so for those who might be interested, yes, California first cousins can get married.
Good.
Really?
I got cousins in California. I think I'll go take a trip.
There you go.
Well, yeah. How about canoodling? Is that all right? I guess that's okay too then.
Yeah, canoodling's okay. Yeah, they can get married if they're first cousins.
Yeah, I guess he just was stupid. But they were all kind of country and didn't understand a lot. But he was beyond. So maybe he was just stupid.
No, he was.
What are you talking about? He had an elementary school education.
He knew.
He made it all the way to the fifth grade.
Ought. Yeah, he knew his ciphers to ought.
You're right. They used to brag.
He made it all the way through fifth grade. Yeah.
They used to brag.
He went further than my dad. My dad only made it through the third grade.
Yeah, he made it through fifth grade, I think it was.
I tell you,
he made a big deal.
That show was written. That's a pretty offensive.
Yeah.
Show to tell you.
In today's time,
to make people from that part of the world,
you think so?
Look like complete idiots. Yes.
I've been to that part of the world. Some of them are.
The argument can be made that they were all good people because they were. They weren't bad people. You know what I mean? They were good, solid people, and if they understood what was going on, they would always do the right thing. But they didn't understand most of what was going on around them. I mean, it was like they were stoned on some fabulous designer drug that's made to turn you into such a fucking hillbilly that you just can't grasp simple concepts like that's a fucking pool, not a cement pond. They just couldn't get beyond that. For
even though
in a table
making fun of them, Branson, Missouri makes millions of dollars a year playing off the same damn thing. They get those are all hillbilly shows up there, and they've always got 2 or 3 guys in any show that are just dumb hick hillbillies.
That's the way TV shows were written back then. They could have written that show if they did it in the modern time. They're still doing that very thing today.
They
could make it funny without making them idiots.
Right. He was ignorant, not dumb. There you go.
Jeff Dunham's got Bubba J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left turn.
It's still. Yeah.
Left
White
turn.
beaters all day. Yeah.
And he's just a takeoff of Knucklehead Smith, in my opinion, by the way.
Yeah.
Or Mortimer Snerd.
Mortimer Snerd.
There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun, as they say.
Yeah. More like Mortimer than Knucklehead. Knucklehead was more of your streetwise knothead.
No, you're right. Definitely
Mortimer was more the hillbilly. I've actually got one over there. My kids got me for my birthday this year. I found one at a yard sale that I will eventually be getting around to.
No, I mean, I might find people from backwards, what we would consider backwards of the country, maybe naive or not knowledgeable, but they make them look stupid as hell. Simple concepts are explained to them, and it just
fancy
becomes something
dining
else.
table with 6 cup holders. Yeah.
Yeah, the pool table. They never
Yeah.
seen a pool table before. Yeah,
I
the
think
pool
wasn't that
sticks.
the parlor room table?
Snooker table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a pool table. Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
green top with these pockets. Wow.
Yeah.
The
Right.
cement
And they
pond and the
had the
cement
pocket
pond.
passers too. Yeah, the pot passers, so they could.
Yeah.
And he would fish in the cement pond. That was hilarious. They had a pole in there. Cement pond.
It was
Ever
meant,
any fish in there? Nope.
it's meant to be caricaturish, obviously, because
Right.
what's her name? Ellie Mae could like throw guys across the backyard. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
they had this ridiculous hillbilly strength.
Ellie Mae and Jethro were basically just spin-offs of the characters in Little Abner.
They really seem a lot like them, Lil Abner and
What was Daisy Mae?
I think it is Daisy Mae.
Yeah, Daisy Mae. Yeah, Pebbles
That's
and
why they
Bam
went with
Bam.
Ellie Mae. I think, and that's who she was. She could throw a guy. She could throw a guy 10 foot. And
Yeah.
they took her right off of the Little Abner comic strips, which anybody who's
Did you
old
ever,
enough
did
to
you ever look
remember
at
them.
the Andy Cap ones?
Yeah.
And it's
Andy
Our
Cap?
British
it's nothing
cousin.
but
Yeah.
spousal abuse. The whole thing is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat each other's asses. Yeah, she come up to the
Beat
door
the
with
shit
her
out of
eyes
his wife,
all
drunk,
blacked up.
and slapped his wife around, got drunk, and ate a lot of fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she'd give it to him as good as she
She
got
was
it.
on the
though.
dole too.
Yeah.
She catch up to him with a bowling pin, or with a kneading pin, and just
Yeah,
put a
rolling
whooping
pin.
on
Yeah.
him.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
good
that
life.
was doing in one of our newspapers for a long
Did
time.
you ever know anybody like that? I mean, it is about your neighborhood, I think.
Mark.
Yeah, actually, probably.
Drunks
You're
going
in
to the
Manchester,
pub every
right?
night on the dole.
Mark,
Never
you
had
live
a
in
job.
Manchester, right?
Hey,
You're from Manchester, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why he would know somebody like that. They're all like that in Manchester.
yeah. Black cigarettes in your
See,
mouth.
now you got me curious. Andy Cap. Where was Andy Cap from? Now you got me curious.
The Daily.
That sounds right. This Manchester does sound right, but I'm not sure.
Daily Mirror.
I used to love that. In fact, I had books of that comic. You know how they collate them. I used to have books of that one, The Far Side, you name it. I used to be big on that. Calvin and Hobbes. I used to have books of all that stuff. I used to have a shit ton of them.
Yeah, I've got
I love
some
that kind of crap.
This is going to be on Mark because none of us have probably ever heard of this. Andy Cap is from the harbor town of Hartlepool, County Durham.
Hartlepool.
Hartlepool, yeah, I guess. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
In the northeast of England. So you know where that is, apparently. Because that's where Reg Smythe was born and apparently lived there for a while. So he made his character from there.
Yeah.
Ellie was from Baton Rouge. Okay.
It's near Newcastle, just above Yorkshire.
So you're familiar with it. All right. So that's
You mean the actual actress or Ellie Mae?
Probably the actress, because Ellie Mae was from Arkansas.
Yeah.
We've established that, but
Missouri.
the actress was probably Donna Douglas.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, what's it like there, Mark?
It's a small fishing village. Or it was.
I
It's a
guess
bit.
that.
It's a bit bigger than a small fishing village now.
Is it nice?
Huh.
Is it a place you would go to? Maybe if you wanted to fish?
It's quite pleasant. Yeah.
That's nice.
I wouldn't
Quite
say
pleasant.
So there isn't husbands and wives beating the living shit out of each other in this broad daylight there.
Well, probably was back in the older
Back in
days.
the day.
There would be a tumbleweed. There would be feet and fists sticking out of it here and there and this and that.
No, not that.
And right in the street.
Not that kind of fishing. Industrial fishing, trawlers going out to sea.
As a kid, you would think, wow, what's it like to live in fucking England? Holy shit.
Yeah.
People are nuts.
Well,
Depending on
if you think
owner.
Donna Douglas is ugly, that's fine. I mean,
Oh, she was when she got old. I'll give her. I will say she didn't age quite as well as Daisy Duke has, and she didn't age that well.
right.
I never thought she was.
Brooke Shields. A lot of people thought it was ugly. Super bushy eyebrows and
She was
whatnot.
young. She was pretty. She's a train wreck now, but
Yeah.
way too much work, man. I saw this. You know how you're swiping on YouTube. That came up. The things were younger and older, and the younger shot of her, she was smoking, and then it goes to the older, which is a present day one,
Oh yeah.
and she's
No,
not
I'd say stuff like
that
ought
old
not.
either.
But
Ought.
yeah. I don't use ought for zero. I use ought for like you ought not
You,
do
you
things.
ought not do that. Yeah.
Ought
You
not
ought
do
not do that.
Or
You ought not
or
do
the
that.
shortened version, you oughtn't
No.
do that.
Or
Yes,
I
if someone said it to us, we would understand it because we know that means no, not. We all know what ought
Yeah.
means.
Right.
well,
It
what
means
about
zero.
if
Yeah.
you're shooting your
But we don't actually use it though.
30-06?
The
Yeah.
eye of the beholder. Oh,
Ah, that's fair.
okay.
Hey, what's funny
Yeah.
about ought? You guys, we know what it is because
Oh.
it was still being used here and there, and we understand. But you know what? The fact that nobody uses it now, generations beyond us, they're not gonna know what ought is.
They
They're gonna
ought
think,
to.
they're gonna think you
No.
made that. You're gonna think you made that up because they're never
Mhm.
hearing it. We got to bring ought back. We ought to bring
Yeah.
ought back.
Ought.
We
Yeah.
ought to remember ought.
And they're spelled two
Yeah.
different ways because
Run with
the
art.
like ought not to do it is
All will be for naught.
OUGHT.
Sorry.
And
Well, what
AUGHT
about Otter
is the
Pops? Yeah, who forgot about Otter Pops?
We're constantly saving these little creatures that are going extinct.
Yeah.
you're right, Michael.
That I'll never see. We got to save words.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Like reckon.
Yeah. Reckon or
Right.
Hawk Tua.
Recon.
No,
Yeah.
Art.
Last year.
God, Art. You always got
You
to
had
take
to
it
bring
there.
that word up again, didn't you?
Really?
I missed
We've
it.
been trying to
You
get
don't
rid
have
of
to
that.
repeat it though.
He said Hawk Tua.
That thing is,
Oh,
for one thing,
Hawk
it's been wore out. It was used. It was
Yeah.
used up before it was ever started. Literally.
Spit on that thing.
Spit on
Yeah.
that thing. She was cute.
Yeah.
It was kind of spit on it.
You ought not to bang your sister. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Brooke Shields
ought
was in
as
Penthouse
a
at 11 or whatever.
ought as a mathematic terminology is spelled differently.
That's not.
It's not.
No,
That's right.
I mean, in
Ought
sport,
to.
I've heard ought is in sports, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Well, go down to the museum and check out the.
Remove Donna. Oh, I remember that one
Yeah.
because people in her world were all ugly. Yeah, I remember that one, Don. You're right. I'd forgot all
Yeah.
about that one.
Mm.
Yeah. I forgot she was in anything but the Beverly Hillbillies, to be honest with you. She's in a couple movies, though, I think, wasn't she?
Yep.
Yeah, she
Or
was
was it
in.
just.
No, she didn't. She did quite a bit before. I think she was even in. Don't hold me to it, but I think she was in at least one Elvis movie.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You
It doesn't look that bad.
one for the money, two for show. Huh? Hey.
Yeah, your character art. You are unique and one of a kind. Thank God.
Yep.
Filmography.
I was just getting my fill on the meaning of ought
Okay.
versus ought.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Versus art.
Ought to is it's a different word. Like you ought
Right,
to do
ought.
something. Yeah, ought
Right.
means either nothing or everything.
Yeah.
You can be used in a sentence as everything, but it's
Oh.
it's easily been heard by all of us as meaning nothing based on what
Yeah.
I just read. Yep.
Yeah.
She was in North by Northwest.
Or zero.
Frank and Johnny. You're right. That was it. Frank and Johnny with Elvis Presley. That was it. I thought so.
Yep, Frank and Johnny.
Yeah, you don't. That one's not played very often, like in Saturday afternoon movies. It's one that's is lesser played. A lot of them they've repeated them over and over and over all the time. But Frank and Johnny's one you don't see very often in the lineup of Elvis movies. Not that I've watched them all, but
I think there's a group of people that became angry because they thought that the title was misleading. And they went to
No,
see
McMillan and wife.
see something in particular, and it wasn't what they thought it was.
right.
I
Yeah.
won't say who they were, or if it was
She's on a lot of shows.
pornographic in nature. But Yeah, it was.
Love American Style. Remember that show, Love American Style?
Love.
Oh yeah,
Sure. We watched it what was it,
Yeah.
on Wednesdays?
Yep.
I don't know. We
yeah,
watched it
something like
every
that.
week.
That's where Happy Days started.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were one of the segments,
American style, like me and you.
and that was before Richie's older brother disappeared.
Yeah.
Chuck Cunningham.
Yeah, Chuck
Yeah.
Cunningham.
He
Yeah.
just
yeah,
disappears. They don't even make up
Yeah.
a story. Just you were so
Yeah.
uninteresting.
Just
Nobody's
gone.
gonna even notice. And mostly,
well, at
we did.
least in my three sons, they had the one get married or go off to college or get married, and then
Sure.
they adopted the kid next door to make the third son. So
They
yeah,
only do studies with groups and like that, and probably like nobody gave a rat's ass about him at all.
yeah,
He brought
yeah.
like nothing to the show.
Just
He was
don't add him to the script. Nobody will notice.
My three sons. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, there were four. Well, there was only three by blood, and they adopted. But in real life, the middle brother and the young adopted brother were real brothers in real
Yep.
life. The Livingston,
Oh, Ernie
Stanley
and Chip?
Livingston.
yeah,
Yep.
Ernie, yep, they were in real life were brothers. They were both Livingston. Barry and what was the other Livingston? Stanley. Barry and
Oh.
Stanley Livingstons.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's
Man,
right.
here we go again on these stupid old shows like
I grew up on this shit, and I had
my
yeah,
affair or Family Affair. That show with
Family
Mr.
Affair.
Sebastian or
Oh,
whatever.
Uncle
And Buffy
Bill.
and
Yeah.
Jody and shit.
We got
Jesus.
Stash and Cabot down there.
Right, yeah.
That was a crazy show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That never actually happened though.
That
was funny
the
thing
guy
about
who
it.
played Jody of the two twins on Family Affair, he was the only one that well, Sebastian Cabot died of old age, but both Uncle Bill and Sissy and Buffy all died tragic deaths. Uncle Bill killed
wow.
himself.
Yep.
And he was old when he did. He had cancer, and he just went out to his pickup truck and put a bullet to his brain.
Right.
Yeah.
Buffy died of a drug overdose,
Yep.
and Sissy actually died of a drug overdose right up here, right in Oklahoma City.
Oh, a local
wow.
overdose. How nice.
How nice.
Yeah, it's a
If I'm gonna
family.
kill myself with a drug
I just
overdose,
ruined
I do
for
it in
everybody.
Oklahoma.
What a great conversation starter that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who would be right over there?
Oklahoma?
Well, on that note,
just
went and killed herself. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Art.
Are you leaving, Art?
Next time,
Yep.
Yeah, you're talking too much about Buffy and Jody. I'm out too. I'm gonna take some NyQuil and go to bed.
Okay. It was lovely of
See
you
you
to
boys
come
later.
Hope you feel better, Vaughn.
I will. It's just one. It's like a head cold or something. It's not super bad.
Just enough to
as
be
long as
miserable and irritating.
yeah, just enough to keep you just like from wanting to do anything. That's for sure.
Vicious. This is.
Oh, is that what? I thought it was because I was just retired.
I feel like that every day.
This is the second that Lon has disappeared as soon as Art's gone.
Yeah, me and Art are secretly dating. You're busted. I'll be right there, Art. I don't want to know what that looks like, to be honest.
Just to,
I want to know.
I was pushing it back. No. It looked like you had a giant tumor on you.
That's not a guy would follow into the bathroom. So you never know, though.
Should we cut this off? Lauren wants to go. What about you, Mark?
Well, yeah, rest y'all can talk. Bye. See y'all later.
All
right. Hey, Lon,
take care, Lon.
Hope you feel better.
See you guys later. Yeah.
I'm good for as long as.
There's still too many people in here when you think about it. Why do you need 4 people?
Yeah.
That's not that I want you to leave. I'm just saying.
I can take a hint. Yeah, I can.
Why do I need so many people to carry this off?
Yeah. Why do we sign up for something that allows us to have anywhere from 11 to 15 people at one time? No way in hell. I've been on a couple of those shows and they're nightmares.
Yeah. Well, the only way to fix that is to make your mic the guy in charge, like me. which I haven't done this to you guys. I make my microphone the loudest, and I can do that.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
conversation stopper every time I feel like it. Yeah. Anyway,
Really,
no, I'm curious to see what that new stuff is. That
that new
new
software. Yeah,
new
new.
whatever. It's still
Yeah,
new. If they've only owned it for 2 years, it's still it's still new.
yeah,
But
yeah.
cool. I mean, it looks like it's got great features.
Well, he looked at about 6 different ones. He was trying to find one that had the best for the money, and and we tried it out on his system, and it did not bring up any red flags. So whatever's difference between Restream and it's it doesn't affect it. So Dom is in charge.
Mute Bill. He thinks there's gonna be some kind of uprising here or something. I think I'm still the Uber commander.
Yeah,
That's a nice shot, isn't it? And you know what all
it
this
is.
is it's basically drainage. It's a canal, and then
Right,
you go around that way around the corner. You follow the ducks. There's ducks over here, by the way.
right.
You go around.
Okay.
If there's a sign that says "Look out for the alligator," but there's ducks swimming all over the place. I doubt there's alligators in here. But anyway, you go around the corner there. It's a giant. There was in the city put these in on either side of the road was for runoff. To fight flooding. They spent millions of
By
dollars
flooding. Yeah,
to make us like kind of flood proof us, and it's worked great. But anyway, the advantage of that was this always has plenty of water of it in it instead of being this like trickly, shitty looking thing like it used to.
Hmm.
And that goes around all the way around the outer edge of the VFW. Yeah, there's where it says, beware.
there it is. Beware of alligators. Yep.
Yeah, and
No swimming.
there's a family of ducks going by right there.
Yeah,
So yeah, beware.
yeah. Beware.
I guess they're here. I never see them. Never, unless I go out on my way to try to find them. I mean, you go to lakes and you don't have them, and even it's disappointing. I only see these little like 3-year-olds. They grow about a foot a year. Like a 3-4 foot
No
one is about three or
alligators.
four
Yeah,
years. Yeah.
yeah.
So and once in a fucking park, behind a fence, and they were effing big, but I never see them, which is good. Mosquitoes are right. We're not. I mean, they're here. It's just like friggin' anywhere, but they spray for that shit.
Do they? I was going to say they probably spray for them. That's
Yeah.
what they do around
Oh,
here too.
that's how
Yeah.
dense. But they did the same thing in Jersey.
Yeah.
I grew up in Hasbrook Heights, right next to Teterboro Airport, and that's all the Meadowlands. And it's all low-lying, swampy land. I mean, they built
Right, right.
like a racetrack like that about a swamp, basically.
Ducks can't read. That explains it.
But they
Yeah.
I remember as a smaller kid, I called them they were Jersey chickens, these giant mosquitoes would land on you. You get good at it though. Like even the smaller ones that you don't hear, they're the ones that actually bite you. So you got to feel them land, and over time it's like a reflex. You're talking to somebody in the middle of I'm talking to you, Lloyd, and I just do that
Yeah.
and and get it too. By the way,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
as it's
yeah.
starting to stick its little dick in there,
Yeah.
you smack it right then, and you don't get any injection of poison. Which
It's sort of like with Australia and how they
Like a video
wave all
game.
the time.
I'm like,
Australia. This is the Australian wave.
Yeah. We salute
Yeah.
well, that just means you farted. I think.
those damn flies.
Damn flies. Yeah. Greg went.
It's a poison. It's actually a blood thinner and a what's it? A decoagulant to stop the damn thing from
Anticoagulant.
drinking.
Yeah.
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 But there's
But
usually
anyway,
there's something in
are
that.
there
Yes.
yes, there's mosquitoes here. My wife would say that there's a lot of bugs. She gets bit all the time. She must be sweeter than me because I could be out there with her and
Yeah.
occasionally be annoyed by a bug, but she's getting destroyed.
Yeah.
It's-
I've gotten 2 mosquito bites this year, knock on wood, and the season's about over for them. So our
she
temperatures are finally starting to. We've
maybe genetically because she's from a subtropical region herself, and
Yeah.
and that's where we are. They're just drawn to her. Or it could be the cocoa butter she likes to put in her skin. I don't know. Could be.
And I find myself being prone to mosquito. Well, because I'm diabetic, so I sweat sweeter.
I'll tell you what works 100% is Skin So Soft, by the way.
Yep.
Avon Skin So Soft. You can
Avon
buy it.
Skin So Soft.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
that's
funny thing,
the
my
best
bro.
bug repellent ever made. Bar
Yep.
none.
Yep.
Ever tried.
And they
Bar none.
push it for that too.
Yeah. Well, they did originally. Originally, it was not meant for that. Just turned
Right.
out
No,
that
it was. It's supposed
that's
to
what
be.
it became. People discovered
Yeah.
it. Hundreds and it became the worst
Sort of
kept
the.
secret. The worst. You know what I mean? Everybody
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
You know. So, but it works, man. I had these giant when I was on the Delmarva Peninsula in Quimby, Virginia. Uh,
Hmm.
we we happened to be there, and especially at low tide, they had
Right.
oysters in this little. It was part of a timeshare company I worked for, by the way.
Right. Right.
I got these cabins for like $50 a day. It was pretty awesome. It's just considered like a little resort. You know what I mean? You got a place to fish and
Right.
so on and
Right.
so forth. But the black flies were I don't know what they were. They were gigantic though. They're really big and they hurt like fucking hell. You put this stuff on, never bothered me again.
Yeah.
And it's a shame it worked because you know what did happen?
What?
You got like second degree, third, whatever degree burns that bulb where your skin balloons. I got that all over my legs. It was overcast, so the sun wasn't killing me, and it was breezy, so I wasn't feeling it. And I was out there fishing and fishing and fishing, and until I realized that it was basically, medium raring myself.
Medium rare. Yeah.
Yeah, really wrecked the vacation. Those shits hurt. That hurt. That ended up hurting. I manned it
Yeah.
out. I toughed it out. You know, I've done stupid shit like that before, but
Yeah. I have too.
but that stuff worked great, man. You put that stuff on, and it actually even if you went in the pool because they had a pool, and which felt great with the burns on my legs. By the way, you go in the pool, and it still works. I mean, you could tell when it's starting to wash away because they'll actually land on you. Because up until that point, they won't even land on you. They get close
Yeah.
to you, and
Yeah.
just zing,
Yeah.
they land on you for a moment and think, "Oh shit," and they get out. So that's when you know it's time to go get go get loaded up.
Right. My brother, when we moved to Grand Junction, he still lived in Denver, and he came over, and he's 10 years older than me. And so he came over, and we were out walking the canal, getting asparagus, because they had wild asparagus grew along this canal. So we'd go out there, and oh my God, he got bit by mosquitoes and whelped up and everything. They didn't even touch me. Oh, he was pissed. He said,
What
"I got to get out of it."
what do wild asparagus taste like compared to just store bought? I mean, it's just
It's
the same thing.
it's identical. It's identical. It's just you don't have to go buy it in a store. You get it across the
That's it.
you
Okay.
you jump across the
It's not
the
some
the,
different
the barbed
strain or
wire
something.
fence, and yeah, no, it's just, but it grows wild there along the canals. Matter of fact, because everybody owned houses there had rights to use this irrigation canal. We had water rights, but we
Yeah,
used
they would
to.
eat asparagus and shit it, and the seeds would grow.
Well, we had the water rights, and so uh, each property did, but it was on the other side of our fence. But and we used what was called a diversion runoff
Hmm.
to water our lawns and stuff, and it looped back around into that. Well, the first year we were there, Dad found out. Said neighbors had told him they have wild asparagus right across, and so he was over there out there with his knife, just cutting the hell out of it. And these two old ladies come down there. Oh my God! You thought you thought he'd shot Bambi in front of them or something. They were.
Oh,
This is our asparagus. Where do you live? Well, we live up there. He says, I live right there. This is my damn asparagus. You go any further than that fence, so I don't ever want to hear from you again. He, shit, they were fixing to attack him over that damned asparagus.
and he was on
Well,
his
we've
own
been cutting
property.
it here. Huh?
He was on his own property.
He was across the fence, but they lived 2 blocks up. Their
Right.
asparagus rights stopped 2 blocks up on the cross street. They lived on the other side of the cross street, so that was their navigational canal. But they were taking it all and selling it at in yard sales and shit. And they were pissed off. Them old ladies could get nasty and territorial. I'm telling you.
Oklahoma asparagus wars.
Yeah, no, this is in Colorado. That was even that's where
Colorado,
we're at.
even better. The
Yeah,
Colorado asparagus wars.
yeah, yeah. Because and the thing was, all these houses had been unoccupied. Was they put the frame? They built the outside and pre-wired them, and then sold them as do it yourself. We paid to have ours finished, and but yeah, we moved in there, and these old ladies, they were madder than
I could
hell.
see a whole TV series about it. Will the local eggs Benedict prices fly through the roof?
Yeah, yeah.
Will they even be? Will they even? Be, will the lovers even be able? Benedict lovers even be able to get their favorite? Those want to know. Everyone wants to know. Asparagus wars. I could just see it, man. It
Asparagus
would
wars.
be.
Oh
It'd
yeah,
be great.
yeah.
It'd be
Them
great.
old ladies
Till
are
eventually
deadly
those old ladies
serious
get hit
about that
across the
shit.
face with a big stalk of asparagus and
Oh
fall on
yeah,
their
yeah,
ass. Yeah.
yeah.
She
Do you
The
got
bad
need
thing was
spare a
they had
whooping.
knives. Yeah, they had not kitchen knives with them, so it's like you don't want to push them too far. Them old ladies, it was funny as hell.
Asparagus. I'm not going to spare your ass. You're going to get
Yeah,
an
yeah,
spare a
exactly.
whooping. Ha ha. And just
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but it was so funny because I stood out there and listened to it all. And I thought it was hilarious. Dad, and of course, my dad was 43 when I was born, so he was up in his late 50s by this time, and I was just laughing my ass off because here's this old man and these old women out there, and they're just blah, 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 back and forth. There was
Over asparagus.
we
You
had
can't make the, you
yeah
can't make
over
this shit up.
asparagus
You
exactly,
can't make this shit up. Who would ever think of something like that?
and I
You know
don't
what I
even
mean? I'm
like
gonna write a
asparagus, so
story.
I could
I'm
have
gonna write a story about a little feud going on in the town. What are they feuding over?
asparagus.
Asparagus is not. What did you do? Open the dictionary. Aardvark. No,
Yeah,
aardvark.
yeah, yeah.
Asparagus. Oh, hmm.
That'd make a good short
Apples
story.
too
Yeah,
common.
yeah,
Pretty funny.
yeah. Hatfields and McCoys fighting over asparagus. Yeah, yeah.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
I used to
story.
crawl. I used to get. We went back there. Paco took me up there to see my old house. And of course, that is all grown up and it's all subdivided. We were the last house on that street. We had behind us. We had an apple orchard and a peach orchard, and then on the end we had this big cornfield. And our street stops right there. It goes all the way through down to the main highway crossroad now and built up. And it's like,
These stories that you're telling us about your dad, your kid's grandfather, in your life before and like that. Some stuff he may have heard once or doesn't remember or never heard at all. You should
right.
you should use some kind of medium, I don't know, that records this stuff. Oh wait, you are. You should
Oh
save it
yeah,
for them.
I
You know?
should. Yeah. In other words, I should quit telling them on your
Keep that
channel and tell them
memory
on mine.
keep that memory alive. That's a charming, funny thing. That battle with the neighbor over something
Yeah.
like that. Nobody got hurt or anything.
Yes, Paco is my son's name. I did say Paco. That's short
No, not
for
Poco. He wrote Poco.
no. Oh no, I didn't say Poco. I said Paco. Paco. His full name is Pacomio, but I could never say it right. So
You just
my
did it.
sister was yeah.
Wow.
But
Pictures
yeah.
from Alexis. Um,
Oh, I hadn't even looked to see if I got any.
oh, looks like
Yeah.
a mummy.
We're starting
Yeah.
a new TV series called Denver King.
Denver King.
Denver King. There's got to be a Denver King already.
Yeah, yeah. I can tell you what,
I love that series. Tulsa King's one of my
Elsa
favorites.
King. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's funny.
yeah.
The next 4 episodes of Wednesday come out on September the 3rd.
Mm.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Well, I'm going to get to binge Wednesday because I've never seen a single episode.
Mm.
I've seen outtakes of it. It looks funny.
It is.
Pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And we've got this distant connection to it because it's based on a character from when we were younger. Wednesday
Mhm.
Addams and all. So that's
We watched it.
kind of neat.
I've
And not just her. I saw the mothers there and the dads there on occasion.
Yeah.
now here's something I did find out. I have a connection with Jenna Ortega.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her and I have the same birthday.
Oh, I
She
thought
just
you
looks better than I do. She got all the looks. They
So you
say.
can see you're on the same
Yeah.
no-fly list.
Yeah.
I
Well,
Anderson.
huh? Oh,
We're not going to go through birthdays again, are we?
Days before.
We just did this.
Uh,
Queen Elizabeth II.
yeah.
hey, Richard Nixon was a Mendenhall to start out, so I can say he's actually was a very distant cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the same
And you liked it that
forefathers,
way.
or actually, same one father, two fathers, no, forefathers, something like that.
Oh, he's actually talking drone. There's drone talk going on in the chat.
I've been kind of looking at that, watching it.
That's cool.
Apparently, there's a
See,
new.
there's drone shit going on here. Look at that.
On this channel?
There's
On
a new
occasion, there is.
Beavis and Butthead coming December the 3rd as well.
Last week, I made a point of running out with my drone on the bike.
Right, you did.
Filming, going there.
Yeah.
Flying the drone. There's the
No,
result. There's
no,
one of the
no.
results.
Good point, Don.
Don, that's true.
Put it away. Rode the scooter back to the house, and I did all that in 45 minutes to have it right at the beginning of the stream. That's
right at the beginning of the stream. Yeah.
That's right. So don't tell me I'm not dedicated. You know, here's the thing. Though. I think if I feel the need to take the big one, I'd put it back in the hard case, take it on the big bike, and then like anything else, like spur of the moment, jumping on the scooter, I'll just use the Mini 2. Works fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I guess I don't know. It really wasn't a big deal. Having it in the soft case isn't a big deal. You know,
right.
I don't have the chargers and the extra parts and all that stuff in there. It's just
right. Yeah.
Batteries and controller, which is pretty much fine. You know, unless I'm going on some kind of long trip. Then
now, does that have the was the RC2 controller? RC
Mini 2 doesn't do that.
No, not the Mini 2. The other, your Air 3S.
So. Yeah, Air 3S, RC2. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not compatible with. That's why I sold you that one.
Right, because you didn't have anything it would work with.
Yeah. Well, right, and that was, you know, like you didn't have to take it, but you know.
No, I wanted it.
It wasn't going to work.
I'm glad I bought it because I love it, not having to hook up my damn phone and all that. So
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know even why I said it. Yeah, it was way cooler with that. But yeah, you can't use it with anything I had left. You know what I mean? If I had gotten,
right.
I think an Air 3 uses that, doesn't it?
Yep.
The RC1.
No, RC2.
Is that RC2?
Oh.
Well, all right. Does it?
No, the Mavic 3 uses the RC1. The Air 3 uses the RC2.
And then what about any of the later minis, like a 3 Pro, a 3?
I was going to say the Mini 3
uses the RC1.
Yeah.
Mini 4 Pro uses the RC2.
I was kind of looking around for those two because there was some pretty good prices on them for a minute. I thought that'd be cool to have, but then why bother? I don't know. Then Lon was generous with his deal of the Air 3S. So I feel like I took advantage of it.
I felt like I got a great deal on mine, so.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of new stuff there. Thing should last you a long time. Brand new batteries, 3 brand new batteries.
Yeah.
Should last you a minute. And if you could probably still look the history up. It doesn't have as many hours on it as you might think.
No, I know. I've seen what it had on it. It's not that many at all.
No.
Yeah.
For its age.
Right.
Oh, one of my Mini 2 batteries swelled. These are original. I got this thing like the month it came out.
Really?
Like that December, like right after it came out, and I don't know. It was that year, and no, it was before December. I think it was for Christmas. That's why I keep thinking it was December. But I think it was one of those gifts I bought for myself early. Honey, this is my Christmas present kind of thing. And I grabbed it, and these are the original batteries. So
yeah, the RC2 and the RC1 have the screen, Sam.
Yeah. The RC1 has internal antennas. The RC2 has.
That's the difference. Is the antennas.
Well, part of the difference.
A faster processor.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but externally, that's what you can see.
Other than that, they're identical, really.
Yeah.
From the outside. Yep.
Yeah. I love that little shield, that cover / shield that you bought for that screen. Because let me tell you, it was damn bright. But that's why in one of the pictures I had my hat on backwards because I had to get kind of get down close to see I was looking for something. So I got down there like okay, and then yeah,
Yeah, and it means you don't have to take the sticks off when you put it in your bag either.
yeah, that's right.
No, with the cover, yeah.
Yeah, I love that cover.
They're very inexpensive little add-on.
And I like that. Yeah, I like that whole system. And you snap the lanyard in it, and it's a nice setup. I remember when you was looking at it, when you bought that. We were all on here that night when you upgraded all that stuff.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's a cool rig. It's a nice setup. You could do pretty much whatever you want with it. It's got a 1-inch sensor in the camera. It takes nice video.
Right.
The throughput on it's faster than it's what is it, like 200? I believe it has a faster throughput than the 3. You know what I mean by that, a megabit per second.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good drill, man. It flies great.
Yeah.
Stable.
Yeah.
Easy. Fly.
Yeah.
If you're not going to depend on sensors. I mean, it's a little better than the original Air 2.
Oh yeah.
Because it's got
Well, it's better than the Air. I have the Air original, so it was definitely an upgrade for me.
If you're going to use the sensors at all, you know what I mean? Because it's got that
Right.
second set on an angle up like this, and
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Don't think there's much other difference because I've got the Air 2 and the Air 2S.
I'll tell you, it's a pain in the ass having that on. By the way, because especially with the 3S, man, because it's just hyper. It's got views, it's got lidar, it's got all this shit going on at the same time.
Right.
Like if you're taking, like I was taking off in this spot here, and it was like an overhanging tree, but there was plenty of room, and I could easily do it. And he was just giving me the hardest fucking time. You know what I mean? I couldn't fly it right. There was one spot it was like fighting me. Like it's like
yeah.
Dude, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to turn it off.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool. The lidar, whatever the laser, when it lands right where it's just
right.
It's pretty accurate, and it will avoid things really well, but maybe a little too well. It's kind of I don't know. It's a good drone, but I swear I just usually turn that shit off. Just don't fly stupid. But if you're gonna fly a little on the stupid side, turn it on.
Yeah.
Now you want to get a specific shot and you're a little concerned, you may as well turn it on. Every little bit helps. Thing is, sometimes it sees these things, see things wrong.
Yeah,
react to nothing.
The Air 2S, you've got to take it up to about 7 meters, about 20 foot. Leave it there for a second or so while it recognizes surroundings, and then return to home. It will land right on the landing pad.
Yeah, they say that's where you should take off and stop there and let it set home at about 7 meters. I've heard that. I don't know. It does pretty good without doing that. To be honest, I typically took it off maybe eye level because I was filming myself because I'm like that. It'd be 6 feet, 5.5, 6 feet off the ground,
Yeah.
And I'm going like this, and it's it's already updated.
Oh, well, Bill, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night.
Yeah, I've had about enough. I think it's time. Do we need to do the outro song? What do you think? With the wave and
It's up to you. Yeah, we can if you want to. If you don't feel like it, just cut us off and we'll say goodbye to everybody.
Oh, what the fuck is it? All right, there it is.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come back now. You hear? This has been a Bill Ways presentation.